place has disconnected from the fight. 5 seconds remain. Dyer's turn to ban. It is Radiant's ban.
Cable output. Okay, that should be the proper one. Let me go post this in channels. Anyway, I really hope that this is configured. I haven't done any stream anything in ages, so we can pretend that it's properly done.
Radiant's turn to pick.
People complaining about the ticket, which I will also complain about, just briefly. Well, I don't. They picked Gyro 5. I love it. I absolutely love it. So Northeastern Miggity Mac is Gyro 5 spammer. This is his favorite hero. They let him draft, and he picked himself the Gyro 5. Also, these bans from both teams are old meta. I don't know that Undying needs to be banned, but you certainly could if you want to pick Tide. DP probably shouldn't be banned. I think the nerfs are pretty significant. You shouldn't be first phasing this hero anymore. So, there's that. Okay. Almost everything set up. That should be good. Let me just get my stream set up on my end.
5 seconds.
Stream manager. I don't know what my last... I'm actually interested. My last stream was August 18. Is that right? Damn. When we played an in-house. Pretty insane. Okay, so we will be live in... Not live. We'll be on 5-minute delay, and it goes up in 50 seconds. So... Apologies for the startup being a little bit slow, but we'll get into the draft. I'm not the best at draft analysis anyway. Last thing, let's just make sure that the game is coming through, which it should be. Okay. So yeah, draft analysis wise, I'm not 100% because I'm a pretty shitty drafter. But like I said, the first bans I think are before the changes that came in very recently. All of these heroes got nerfed, I believe. Slark had, like, just minor changes with the Depth Shroud AoE, as far as I can remember. I'm actually gonna check that. Excuse me. So it was just the Depth Shroud got touched. And yeah, that's it. Maybe some talent changes, actually. It sounds familiar. ban out the Luna, even though I'm not playing. Ox D. Anyway, in terms of openers, Gyro 5, this is a Miggity Max special. You got the Tusk, probably Tusk 4 as well, committing to the support duo early. I don't know, Tusk always been a very versatile support. Be interesting to see if they've got some ideas of this Walrix kick shenanigans. I do know that, you know, Northeastern lobbies tend to get a bit, not clowny, but creative. Kind of happens a lot when you have a wider range of MMRs on your team. And something I will point out for anyone watching for the first time, I know some people who don't typically watch these games might tune in. So, Northeastern side, you've got the full range of ranks. You've got Immortal player, you've got, I don't even know what to call Teacher. Maybe I'll call him Divine because he doesn't play Dota anymore. You got an Ancient player, a Legend, and a Herald player, a literal 600 MMR player, but that's what it's all about, Mac. We believe in you. Over on the Georgia Tech side, I don't know exactly who was playing, but I do know that they range more from Immortal to Ancient, with the average in there at Divine, so interesting assortment of ranks. I believe the Georgia Tech side, in terms of like MMR matchup, is going to be favored here. Just because I think they control the spread a little bit better. Average MMR of these decks. Yeah, that's what I was just getting into. So, 5 minutes later, I will remind everyone again that we are on 5-minute delay. That's a CSL rule, so nothing much to be done about it. If I do end up uploading these, I will probably put a skip through the draft, because my analysis is never the best here. Well, I digress. So, interesting, we might actually see a tied 5 here from Georgia Tech. This is something I was thinking about with the patch as well. Now, I don't think it's good enough to be competitively viable, but his two changes, 7.32C, were Ravage damage increased by, I think it was 50 at all levels, and the Gush debuff duration lasts an extra half second, from 4 to 4.5 seconds. Which is huge for level 1 Gush. I mean, if you go 5 tied, and you Gush level 1, 4.5 seconds of minus armor is actually a really big deal. So I would not sneeze at that, and I'm interested to see if they're, you know, theory crafting this as well. Because tied Mars, unless they want to commit really early, and it could be, you know, everything's flexed around, but I wouldn't want to commit to Mars mid straight away. So there's that. Northeastern side, they picked up the Bristleback. Most likely going to be a Bristle carry. I really don't think this hero sees a lot of success in the off lane. And they've picked up Zeus as well. So maybe a little bit of flex potential, and the Tusk could go 3 if they really want to move stuff around. I would not advise making the Gyro anything other than 5, because I think this hero is absolutely dog tier. Like, even with the little buff to Flat Cannon, it's not enough. Gyro, even with IO, I don't know if it's playable. Like, heard this sentiment around, but Gyro is just one of the worst heroes in the game, in its traditional sense. Now as a 5, it does have a lot of magic damage. You go the Veil shit, and you do a lot, but time will tell. I skipped some more of the bans. I see Viper banned out from Northeastern. Viper's lane dominance really got hit hard this patch with the slow. Silencer banned out though. Silencer does seem pretty strong here. Both, you know, against Bristleback, and the buff it got was actually huge. With the 100 instant damage on cast. Because it's a spell you naturally wanted to spell off anyway, but now you're taking damage. All the same.
Poop. I thought I was playing.
Ox.
Did Teacher show up?
Teacher has showed up. If you want to jump in next game.
Do you want to play?
I might. I mean,
Like
I
I
can.
don't
I'm
think
casting.
mind setting up.
I'm casting this game now. Apparently, some of Moth's co-op people wanted to watch this game,
Uh-huh.
so you know.
I see.
Moth says, "Am I streaming?" Yes. I posted in like every channel he's in. You wanna cast this game with me, Bombino?
Sure.
Pog. Have you played any games since 3.2C?
Yeah. I think
Thoughts? I haven't played yet.
I haven't played Earth Spirit yet, but they fixed.
Oh, with the boulders, you get 4
yeah,
boulders.
that was super annoying.
Yeah. I have a feeling it's gonna go uncontested all the games in this series.
I'm surprised Omni hasn't been picked or banned.
Got nerfed this patch too, didn't it?
It's still broken, pretty sure.
Yeah. I saw BSJ put out his updated tier list, or like went through his tier list, and he didn't like Omni in competitive, but Omni in pubs has been broken, so I understand. Oh, look at this, by the way. The Discord notifications still exist. That's pretty sick. Anyway, didn't introduce you. This is Bunions, Buying Onions, also Northeastern player, also gonna cast this game.
Yes, hello.
Literally, I opened up the stream the second it went live, because it's on delay for CSL, right? Someone put in chat, what's the average MMR of these stacks? And as I looked at it, I was like, saying it just 5 minutes later. So now it's gonna make me look bad. It's gonna make it look like I started just as he put the chat, you know? It's...
You just put like 5-minute delay in the title. Or whatever.
Oh, I should have done that. Yeah, let me rename that. That's actually a good idea. It pains me to say it, but I've literally never done that one time. I don't know. That's a sad thing to have to admit, but I've never thought of that myself.
It's okay. We're streaming for the VODs.
That's right. Yeah, so there's no ticket yet, if you didn't see.
Oh.
This happens every year. They never release a ticket on time, so these games just don't exist outside of the stream VOD. Already, I was looking at my Twitch. The last time I streamed was that in-house that we played on like the 18th.
Like a month ago.
And I've forgotten my caster setup. So give me a second while I find the hotkey. The hotkey is dead. Alright, Bunions, I need you to vamp for me while I dig through my files.
Well, we have a Gyro Tusk support duo.
Miggity Max said one thing to me before I left the channel, and that was, I'm picking Gyro 5, and then I looked when they loaded in and he was captain.
The strap doesn't look awful. They might be kind of weak early game, or in lanes at least.
Yeah.
I
mean, I
Fire
like the
has
Tusk, it's good.
It's good, but they don't have like a early game playmaker. Like Magnus is kind of you can go blink first, but
Yeah.
that's like 12 minutes or so.
Okay, I actually just have no idea what my file is. This is the grossest camera I've ever had.
Oh, also they don't have any jump for the sniper.
Yeah, no, that's very true. Oh, it's F11, that's why. Hit F12. Okay. There we go. Alright, I'm back. I exist as a real person now.
As a real person.
Look at that, I caught the kill. I want to say, you heard it here first. I just moved the camera there.
Wait, can you give me a Discord stream?
Oh, are you not in the game? Oh, that's right. No fucking wonder. I totally forgot that you're just not a real person.
Is it 5-minute delay?
It is 5-minute delay.
In-game?
Okay. Yeah. Are you still in draft for them?
I just finished draft.
Oh, it might be a 2-minute delay.
Oh.
There you go. You should see it now.
Yes, I see it now.
Okay. So they killed Tusk. They killed Tusk. I was talking about this. It's a tied 5. They changed Gush to be an extra half-second debuff. It's a big deal. What do you think about Sniper mid? So I initially thought they might put the Sniper mid.
It doesn't do very well against Zeus, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's definitely better as a safe laner, overall. It's because it's hard to be active on the hero. You get some crazy build.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
And on top of that, they don't really... Radiant doesn't have anything to, like, start in Sniper for most of the game.
Yeah. Well, you don't think that Tusk is gonna go blink Ags on 4 Tusk?
Go
Kick him
blink
back?
eggs but not be in range of kick.
No, blink Ags and kick him back to like right where Mars is standing, because Sniper's so far away anyway. Moff's actually in trouble here. Second shrapnel, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just gonna be the entire top lane.
this is such an oppressive lane. Sniper into dual melee already, and then
yeah,
you're tied.
Gush shrapnel,
Oof.
and then just click on people, then run
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, very hard to lane dual melee into Sniper kind of period. Today's shrapnel max build.
And it
Watch
might be
Moff
better
miss
if
all
they,
the CS.
if they had a they had a killing offlaner to pair with the
Yeah.
Tusk. But maybe you can like snowball into skewer under tower or something. But other than that, they don't really have any.
Yeah, I just said
I'll
level
kill
1 was their chance, right? But
Yeah.
there's a tide, so level 1 Gush, and you kind of don't have a chance. Because generally against Sniper, if you're able to get him with the tag team plus like a shockwave, I mean, you can just kill him, but not to happen. Tide ran down for the water rune, which is pretty funny. Not
Wait,
a very
how
mobile
did-
support. Bottom.
Zeus get a
Mac
kill?
died.
Was he's so
No,
far
no,
ahead?
no. Zeus, he's 400 ahead.
400 gold
yeah.
up.
Zeus does win this lane though, yeah. Like
He
maybe not
definitely
this
shouldn't-
bad, but
yeah, it should never be this bad.
he's got more XP as well, so he's got more denies. I totally forgot I didn't put up CS because I'm dumb and was looking for my buttons. Yeah, he's got 7 denies. I'd expect the CS, I didn't expect the denies.
Yeah, this should not be
No.
Zeus favored at all. You probably need a level in chains, an Ember.
Yeah. It's okay though, because Connor's back to base on the Tusk, and top is just absolutely destroying. So I'll say it for your benefit. This is our Northeastern team right now, right? Has hang on, Sniper caught in the nice shards, but doesn't matter. Moth can't skewer back. Trying to skewer back, not gonna happen. Okay. So Northeastern has an Immortal in Snake. I'm gonna call Teacher Divine because he doesn't play. Moth is Legend, Connor is Ancient, and Mac is Immortal. Mac is Immortal, XD. Mac is Herald. We have one of every rank. And then their side is like all low Immortal to high Ancient.
Did they switch up the regions, right? I feel like we've never...
This is an all-East team, yeah.
Okay.
Or an all-East division. They finally got 8 US West teams, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, they don't play on the same server. Or we don't have, like, the server issues that we always used to have. Connor going for the shards again, but, you know, no. But yeah, it is nice that, we don't have to do the server shenanigans. Anymore. And my game is unhappy when I try and maneuver around my computer. Man. One day I'll watch the kills. Alright, Bunyan, what do you think of the Miggity Mac 5 gyro build? Pretty sure this is his standard.
Yeah, I think this is like pretty normal.
With the ringer regen?
It's not bad. Maybe if he went like...
Oh, he's actually... Okay, he's not in trouble, he's fine.
If he maybe went like headdress or something first.
Yeah.
Or instead of the Ring of Regen, just get the Windlace first.
Mars is like
drinks.
one creep away from Arena.
Teach is about to feed.
Yeah. The Quills might get Hoodwink. Okay, look at that. The Quill's got the Hoodwink. Snake coming in with the ult as well. Gets him the free kill.
The thing about Marsyr is it turns the unit that you hit
Yeah, to face the wrong way.
Yeah. So there, the tower's hitting him in the back, but yeah, it's usually if you just like stun against a hill, you can just like click on him in the face.
Yeah. Connor in a bit of trouble. Illusion rune forced. Pretty surprised he pressed the illusion rune, but you know. Meanwhile, it's just a party in mid. Snake no points in bolt though, so. Oops. that was pretty funny. I don't know if he was really out of vision for that long. Teacher walked out halfway at TP'd. Oh no, Teacher, you haven't played for a while, but it can't be that long. Hoodwink's asking to feed here though. Like, she's so low. It's fine, and Mars has Arena, but like, it's pretty greedy.
4K.
There's the Arena, and this is another kill.
Yeah.
Mac's gonna feed as well.
Spear. Just turns him around and he gets clicked on in the face.
Yeah. Mac should eventually go down. Like, with 3 heroes here, they have no worries. Yeah.
Yeah. And also
level 4 spear over the top.
Hoodwink's gonna be level 6 now.
Yeah.
The break.
Yeah, and that's just even more scary.
Have Ravage.
Yeah, Ember with the kills as well as caught up in net worth, and Sniper has 5k at 10. So, you know, Mask of Madness, almost Javelin.
This is rough.
And Moth has hit 6, but they've kind of rotated everyone out of his lane and left him to 1v1 a Sniper. Like, the supports haven't been back there at all. Ember's gonna grab a DD. So I have to wonder how stagnant these lanes will end up being. There's only one remnant. Second one's coming, but it's so slow.
No, he casted
Get hit by the heavenly jump.
Yeah, well, he was slowed.
That was his retreat remnant, actually, as well. I saw him jump far away.
Oh yeah, what you can do now on Ember, So they changed it so that you can throw remnants while you're
remnanting.
Yeah, so you only have to cast one remnant or one like
Oh,
activate.
that's what that changed it. I see.
Yeah.
That's amazing, actually. It's
Yeah, so now
pretty
you can
huge.
save like a shit ton of mana.
Yeah. I thought it was just that you couldn't throw them left normally. I didn't realize that you get to save the mana now.
Yeah, so it used to be like while you were remnanting, you could only throw them left because that's the direction that you're facing.
Yeah.
So now, yeah, you can just like throw them any direction while you're remnanting, and it'll
Yeah. I mean, that's a
go
huge
to that
deal.
remnant.
Fight down bottom. Snake killed off the Mars. I actually don't know how he got caught out. I guess just by the snowball. Not even punched. I might just be blind. I saw them kind of rotate down, but I didn't see Mars take that much damage. Alright, what's this thing? Oh, it's a Kaya. Damn. He's actually got more gold than I realized. And okay. Two man smoke. What about Snake?
I queued into Snake in a pub yesterday. In our
Yeah.
unranked stack. And he must have been inspired by my Zeus.
Alright, Moth. Not scouted by the shrapnel, now gonna walk forward. The supports from their smoke all the way through mid find the sniper. That's a huge kill.
Yeah, that is a huge kill. Like they just need to play active like this.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's just they're gonna
Another
keep falling behind.
another power rune for Ember. I was gonna totally mock that smoke because they smoked at the same time as Snake ran base towards mid. Like they smoked into mid, ran behind the tower, and Snake was in the fountain. But I don't know. Ticha, like on Bristle, he can recover here. There's no stacks for them. But I don't know. He's still Bristle. He can still recover from a little bit behind. This is a big set top. Smoking from the
Ravage
back.
arena.
Tide has Ravage. There's the arena on the front. Finds the Zeus. Ravage on the back end. Zeus gonna go down straight at the front. Moth can't get an RP off, trying to walk forward. Gets a 3-man RP, but everyone's dead already. Mac on the low ground, still level 5. No cooldown to offer. The rest of the team gonna be cleaned up. He tries to TP away. Absolutely no chance. Choke on the Mars with the last kill to clean up.
That was a blink reveal on Mars, right?
I believe.
Yeah, they
Right.
pick up 4 heroes, and now they're gonna get tower, maybe even mid.
Yeah, Ticha trying to hold it. Does actually get to punch into the melon pretty hard, and with Snake's rotation, they might be able to hold this tower at least. They actually get the kill. Wow. And they scout out that this rotation's happening on the back, so... What an ult. What a hero. Bunny, you said he was
they got
inspired.
the-
Did you go E-Blade Rush?
I did go E-Blade Rush, but it was against a wind. It was a wind Zeus matchup.
Yeah. Well, he's against the sniper. He's struggling. He's gonna get clicked.
Do not think this is the play.
No. I think the Ags is almost more important this game because they have no one to jump the sniper, so you need to be able to put it down on him,
Yeah, I don't.
force him to move.
I think they're actually just like too far behind already.
Yeah, 5k lead at 15.
Like
Sniper with 8k.
Sniper's just gonna like they already didn't have
I mean,
anything.
Sniper
but
is
kill
back
Sniper.
top. This is not
they
the
don't
place
have
you want
a-
your sniper to be at, and he's getting smoked on.
Yes.
Magnamac gonna put the missile. He's gonna be able to get to the tower. His team probably gonna TP in here, and no one will TP in here, but they don't go on him.
Yeah, they've just lost like too much of the map right now.
Yeah.
to-
Well, this is actually
So he's
like
still
almost
here.
a throw. I cannot believe that he's staying here. Like this could single-handedly throw the game here. 8k net worth hero gonna get missiled. He should be cleaned up here. The rest
They
of
do
the
have
team
Mars
is TPing
TPing
in. Mars
arena.
gets the arena spear. Miggity Mac gonna miss the call down, but yeah, okay, yeah, now Ticha in trouble. Ticha trying to take down Mars, doesn't click him. Okay, gets him with
Oh,
the
he got
quills.
broken. You got broken by the small camp.
Teacher did?
Yeah.
Totally missed it.
Maybe he could have gotten the tide there.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking the hoodwink ult broke him, but it was not. It was the small camp. Yeah. He didn't click the Mars. He ran right by the Mars on one hit. I thought he was going to get sniped by the hoodwink and then wouldn't quills because of the break.
Yeah.
That would have been the most, like, depressing way to not get a kill. If Sniper goes back top one more time, though, I'm gonna lose it. I don't know. They're still ending up getting, like, reasonable trades, so it's fine, but... Alright, so what's coming now? Miggity Max got the shard on the courier. This is the power spike of the hero. This is, like, the only power spike of the hero.
Radiant wants to turn it around. This is it. I got shard on Gyro, blink on Magnus.
Yeah.
Got all their spells.
Yeah, they're gonna take the mid tower for basically free. Snake running forward. Snake, you maybe shouldn't be running forward.
Snake's gonna get speared.
Gets Arena speared on the back. Trying to save him, but there's no snowball. The snowball through doesn't pull him in, but doesn't need to. The Ravage on the back, and they actually take out 3 before the fight even really starts. And it looks like it could be a team wipe. Moth has Blink. Looks like he's not going to be able to catch up to the Ember. How the fuck did that happen?
I actually don't know. That was just such a... I don't know, Mars like jumped past everyone, and then the Bristle, I guess. Bristle ran it back.
It was almost like the fight was over before it started. Like, I saw the Arena on the back, and it's like, sure, that's your one team fight ult. But by the time Ravage came out, their whole team was dead on Georgia Tech.
Yeah, they didn't burst the Zeus, and then... And I guess they got RP off or something on the Sniper.
Yeah, I didn't see the RP, but Sniper wasn't putting out damage, so it is a good thought that it was onto him on the back. I love how they're all sitting behind Miggity Mac hitting this tower. Like, yeah, guys, we'll siege top. We're on our 5 gyro. Hit the tower. We'll all sit here.
Alright, that was a huge turnaround. That's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, what's the graph
Blink and
button?
the shard on Gyro. No, yeah, back to like an even game.
I don't know. I mean, that was a huge swing, like, for real. And because they're against Tide, they'll be able to wait for RP to come up. Like, Tide no blink, so you know RP's gonna be more value throughout the game generally. Oh no, missed the pullback. Not gonna matter. It's okay. Moth, we weren't watching. I promise, we weren't watching. Man, Empowered Bristle is scary as well, I have to say.
He's about to have Axe too.
Yeah. How's Ember doing? So Ember's going Maelstrom BKB.
This is like...
Do you like Maelstrom BKB this game?
Yeah, this is like... He has to go his build, otherwise he has no game. But
yeah,
this is like super late considering how...
Yeah, I was thinking there's a world where you just get RP'd and like Bristle clicks you twice and you just die anyway.
I mean, I think they're looking for the Sniper, the RP.
Yeah.
So, like, Ember should be going in with the Mars and the Tide.
That's fair. Yeah, that's very fair. Anyway, we got a smoke on the back, running through the jungle, gonna wrap back towards mid. I believe they've seen some of this here. They see Teach on the mid wave. They don't break on Snake. Now they finally do catch him, and the Arena, Ravage, and Spear are all going to be dropped down. Miggity Max somehow in the Arena as well. Call down going to take him down. Now Tide looking to try and clean him up. Sharpshooter comes through. And going to be a 2 for 2 for now as Ember, Crunchy Cat in. Going to try and take down Connor. Connor shards himself off. Not going to matter. Ticha. Trying to run away. Getting slowed up by the headshot. Moth. Pump fake the RP. Gets clicked down. I guess his blink got cancelled by the Maelstrom, huh? And now Ticha, chainsed up, in trouble. Bushwhacked, taken down. 5 for 2 trade.
Yeah, so the main difference there was they had the Ember in that fight. And he also had a DD. So...
Yeah, well this time they were able to burst Zeus.
Recap?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably like... Yeah, Ember... Hoodwink did a shit ton of damage.
Yeah. No, that's XP, that's XP. This is...
Oh, yeah. But yeah, Ember with like majority of the damage.
Miggity Mac with the most damage?
They were able to find the Zeus first that time.
Yeah, no, being able to finish off Zeus in the start is big. I don't know that this E-Blade helps him survive either. Like, ever. But he's done it anyway, he has done it. So here's the smoke from Northeastern, all 5 men. Moff's blink at the end too, he was gonna try an RP to save Ticha and he got Maelstrom cancelled and just clicked. Just depressing. He's super poor on Moff. For year 3, he's gonna get
this
Horn
is
Toss,
super
but-
unfortunate.
Oh,
They're
they
gonna
go
get
uphill
the-
and they get popped.
They're
They're not even gonna get
the
him, they
top.
didn't bring a ward to put. Actually, they did bring one, they just didn't put it. Tide, maybe gonna go down? Will go down to the F-Blade. And actually a jump throw RP onto
It's a huge
the
RP.
Mars.
Yeah, triple kill.
Triple kill for Snake, easy. Dust off the mark. Invisibility is invincibility. Second dust on the mark. Jumps through, has the punch. They're gonna have support coming by way of Ticha. The buyback gonna come through from Mars, and that might dissuade them.
It does have the arena.
Misses the
misses
spear, did put
That
down
would've
the
been a
arena.
death wish
Ticha gonna
roll.
be able to get the back off, but Silver Edge gonna break him up and goes down anyway.
Yeah.
Now Ember able to jump through with that fresh BKB. Snake in trouble, no F-Blade for 20. Gonna get chainsed up and will be taken down as well. Miggity Mac gonna try and TP, not gonna happen. Surrounded, cleaned up.
Yeah, that was a really good buyback from Mars.
Yeah. I was gonna say if Bristle could get out, it would have been worth it, but all of a sudden, just turned into a lot of kills real fast. Oh no! Man, Moff was fine and he blinked the wrong way. Super rough.
What can you do? But
He
yeah,
was too 5-head. He blinked like towards the wave, thinking that they would expect him back here.
Yeah, Dire cannot fight without Ravage and Arena. But you see, like the moment Mars buys back, they just like sweep
Ticha?
him.
Ticha?
Ticha feeding.
Ravage, feeding. Kills the sniper. Maybe not feeding. F-Blade. Missile on. Slight comes through. Not enough damage. Now punched up on Ember. Ember no BKB. Will be taken
Alright,
down
maybe-
as well.
I guess
It was a bait. It was a
Ticha's
bait.
Giga Brain.
Holy. The bristleback passive killed Sniper. Like, literally just the bristleback passive. So, okay, I missed the start of that, because I thought he was just feeding. It looks
thought he
like
was feeding too.
Sniper had already used the Silver Edge, because he didn't have it to either run away or break Ticha.
No, I think it just ran out. The break ran out.
No, you think you hit him with it first. Yeah. I figured he'd have less HP if the break ran out.
Oh, I don't know.
Like, I was thinking he had used it to run mid, and then Ticha saw him and just he didn't have it.
Maybe, yeah. I didn't see it.
No, I didn't either. Okay. Making him back is chilling outside Roche. Inside the mind. What's he thinking? Scared away. Okay. So, okay. AP on Sniper is going for Scotty now. I don't know about the Scotty, honestly.
Yeah, I think
It's not damage and it's not really survivability. Like, it is in stats, but it's not... Like, he could just go BKB.
he could go BKB, he could go like Satanic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're gonna be lacking in damage soon.
Yeah, I could understand if you wanted to go like, I don't know, even like a Daedalus or MKB or something. I know he's got crits in the Silver Edge, that's why I don't know about Daedalus, but... But yeah, that was my thinking. But if he's really scared, he could go Satanic. Alright, so nothing really going on now. Just some community jungling.
Oh, Tusk is going for the Ags.
Is that right? He's got Blink, he's got the Ags queued up. It's epic. Look at that, he stole all of the CS from that wave too. Listen, 15, 20 minutes and he'll have it. Ticha, I'd love to see Ticha go Blink right now, honestly. He's got BKB finished. Could just go Blink, find Sniper. Make it be Giga Brain. We have smoke on smoke? No, we just have dire smoke here, but they're just holding their high ground. Off the mark on the bushwhack for Miggity Max, so they'll leave him be. Moth, two-man horn toss forward into the RP. BKB was able to get off by Mars, but Sniper gonna go down straight away. Miggity Mac bushwhacked up with a nice snowball dodge for the rest of them. Moth now caught in the arena, speared up, but Ticha trying to man up forward. Props that new BKB. Now gonna turn onto Mars. Punching him forward on the back, Moth getting cleaned up, bushwhack forward. 2 for 2 at the moment, but Connor on the front on Tide as well. Gonna get cleaned up, Ticha falling low, gonna have to run away. It's the snowball. Gonna go into Kurt, but will go down. Ticha actually going back in on the fight. Snake still healthy on the back lines. Still pumping in magic damage as this Zeus. Ethblade comes forward, not enough to finish off Ember. And one more bolt will do it. Ticha now trying to be the cleanup squad, just the supports left. And will be a 4 for 3 trade as Tide saunters away.
Yeah,
Alright, explain to me what we watched.
Radiant. So Magnus was able to find the Mars and the Sniper first, and that's like a huge portion of their damage. They just
I mean, that was a ridiculous horn toss.
Yeah,
they didn't have a ward here, did they? I didn't see them place a ward. I think it was just the bolt vision. I think it was literally Snake's bolt vision.
Yeah, it might have just been the bolt vision while they were trying to deward the cliff.
Yeah.
But yeah, finding that Sniper was huge, and then like even after that though, Ember, like as you can see, they kind of lacking lockdown, so Ember just like came in and cleaned up a few heroes.
Yep.
But
well, it's kind of like Moth is 7k net worth, 8k net worth right now. Once he gets off the horn toss and the RP, he's doing nothing for the rest of the fight. Like he just exists as a bomb.
Yeah.
He will throw out a couple of shockwaves for 300 damage. Like,
yeah, but they do not have the damage to kill the Bristle without the Sniper.
No.
So yeah.
It got close for a second, but once their Mars was caught by the RP, they had no way to get onto Snake, and he was able to pump out so much damage from the back, even with this dumb Ethblade. So what's Mars got here? It's got the shard, okay.
I think if he had shard that last fight, they might have been able to kill the Bristle.
Yeah. Ember's about to have Ags as well, which is going to be pretty terrifying. They're already locking the lockdown. And more remnants and flying through the fight is just going to make him that much stronger. Sniper as well with the Scotty completed. And here's the 5-man smoke from Georgia Tech. They draw the line down towards the main... Actually, that was Ticha drawing the line towards the main jungle. They're not aware of it. The blink forward, and the nice snowball save. That was pretty. Moth jumps forward as well, got the RP, but does pay for it with his life, and now Sniper from the low ground able to just wail away. Ticha, no BKB to get out of the arena. Trying to run away, ravaged up. Not broken, so is going to be quilling, but it's not enough. But Snake able to get the Thunder Gods off. Fine on the front. Miggity Mac forces himself forward.
Is in.
Biggity Mac went in. Oh my god.
The temp was made.
Ends up being a 4 for 3 for Georgia Tech, so favorable trade for them, but it's still a reasonably close fight.
Yeah, like they weren't able to kill the Zeus again, and he's just pumping out damage.
I mean, we could see this time the RP didn't hit the like primo targets, right? And that actually mattered. Roche giveth and Roche taketh away. Comes out with the bash. Snake jumps forward, sniper. Shards cleans him up. Look at that, the Shards cleans him up. That's progress towards the Ags right there. That is 686 gold.
This is a free Roche.
Now Roche is free. Yep. Yeah, Scotty Sniper just doesn't Roche very fast. Hate to say. This is gonna be super Giga Chad when Tusk gets this Axe. I love that Teacher went top. Teacher's like, fuck no, I don't need need to come and take Roche. Hero with the minus armor and the damage? Nah, Zeus can take it. Zeus can click that shit.
Why is he not taking Aegis though?
I can understand wanting to give it to Snake. Like, Snake's much easier to kill if they ever find him.
I don't think they're not jumping on him. Like,
but their ideal fight, they would jump on him. Like, Mars' like its sole purpose in these fights could just be to find Zeus. Oh, look at this. Mickey Mac's got a force staff. You know why he's gotten this? I guarantee you this is the thought in his mind. You can force the missile at people.
It does less damage that way.
No, because the last couple fights, right, Sniper just 3 hits it, so he's able to kill off the missile before it gets any barrage damage.
Yes.
So if you force the missile at them, Sniper can't kill it before it gets some barrage damage off.
Yes, genius.
Yes, I've cracked the code. I've done it. Ravage up, looks like they want to smoke. They don't have one on anyone, so... Gonna just sit together, I suppose. Right? They don't have a smoke on anyone? No.
They don't have any save for Sniper if he gets gone on. No Force Staff, no Glimmer, no E-Blade.
Yeah, they've got Arena. Come on. Jump forward, Connor. They did drop the Nimbus, but a nice snowball dodge of the Bushwhack as well. And goes down on the backline. See, Zeus does get arenaed, but Spear went into the cliff rather than into the arena, and Choke gonna have to just TP away. That's actually super unfortunate. They can't take away the Aegis because the dumb cliff is in the way.
That was probably not the place to jump. They need the...
Well, especially because he's got Aegis
Ember has to commit. Ember's the only one that can kill the Zeus.
Ember committing? Miggity Mac force staffs himself away. They are continuing to jump on Snake, who's got the Aegis now. Abyssal bladed on the back.
Bashed.
It's not enough. It will actually be enough to take him down.
He literally got first hit bashed.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Now Teacher trying to man up, has the BKB, is on top of the Sniper. Shadow Blade, but he's got his own dust. This time he's going to clean up. Snake still holding on to that Aegis. Miggity Mac still surviving somehow. Snake runs forward. Doesn't want to take that one tower shot. What a huge fight. That was without RP as well.
Oh wait, that was the tied buyback actually. He bought back and ravaged.
That was without RP. He still has RP. And he's got almost the BKB finished up as well. What's the damage on that? Could Teach have just died to the sharpshooter? No.
No.
Not by like 250 HP.
Yeah.
A bit close for comfort though, 200 HP. Oh, he did go blink, look at that. I'm a god. Blinks onto the high ground, claims the kill. Easy crap though. I said it'd be 5 head. He listened to me. What a Giga Brain. Giga Brains get rewarded. Why do you think he got that first hit bash?
True.
Even I like a good bobble.
And now Snake's about to hit 25.
Yeah, it's only a 6k gold lead, but
It feels so much bigger
Yeah.
though, doesn't it?
yeah, it'd be something if Radiant managed to throw this game.
Yeah. Well, once Snake doesn't have the Aegis anymore, he can still be blown up. Like in a proper fight, if he gets arena'd and Ember jumps over the top, he does just die.
I guess, but I don't know. I still feel like they have to commit. Dire has to commit a lot to kill him, and then that just leaves Bristle to
Yeah.
do whatever.
Alright, Bunions, you see this item?
Yeah, this is my favorite game.
We are on Tusk Watch at this moment. He has revealed it, he has shown, but I'm not sure they've clicked on him to like, you know, this isn't like
I wonder if he knows how to use it too. Like,
it's vector target, right?
Yeah, you have to. Well, also you have to snowball first, and then kick them while you're still in snowball, so that you follow them after they get kicked.
Yeah. I guarantee he doesn't know how to do that.
He's probably just gonna like blink in snowball stun and then, or blink and kick and then
Blink
die.
and kick and then die. Yeah, that's the combo there. But yeah, because like I can say I've never walrus kicked anyone. I've never bought Ags on Tusk. Now, okay, I'd imagine Northeastern will just be content to wait for next Roche. Like, I don't think they need to be too aggressive here at all. Snake will hit 25, which unfortunately just doesn't work on the Nimbus. Right? Pretty sure I've just tested this.
It does not.
Which is depressing, the AoE Lightning Bolt doesn't...
That would be simply not okay.
Yeah, but it'd be awesome. The Nimbus says it casts Lightning Bolt and it doesn't get the AoE.
That would be way too broken.
They smoke up for this? They did, and Snake is gonna be the one to pop it. This is a bit of a feed.
A little bit.
Maybe a little bit more than a bit of a feed. He doesn't even have a ward here, he's just standing.
I think he needs like a BKB or something, so he
Yeah.
can get out of arena, ravage,
Yep.
or blink. He's
Alright.
a god gamer.
Yeah. Bunny, what's Moth saving his gold for?
Buyback.
Yeah, he bought BKB. He had 3k.
How much is his buyback?
He's got 500 surplus now. Miggity Mac feeding again. No, I don't know. They really stuck bottom here. Like, they shoved it out pretty far even after they lost Zeus. Which was surprising. It's pretty fortunate that Moth wasn't the one found.
Neither team has Rune Vision. At least Ticha checks it.
Yeah. Teach is 25 now. Got
Roche
the
30
Giga-
seconds.
The Giga Talon. And he's got the overwhelming blink. So man is quite rich. Where's our sniper here? What's he got now? He's got the Satanic. And he's going Butterfly.
That is not gonna save him.
I am
He's
not
gonna
a
get-
butterfly enjoyer.
He's gonna get bashed, abyssal bladed, and then one shot.
Also, Zeus. He has no BKB against...
He has no BKB.
Zeus.
then. He's actually just gonna die to Refresher Zeus.
He's gonna take 1800 damage from one wave of spells.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So Roche spawns in a minute. Tier 2 bot is gonna fall, which means they can take the outpost on Georgia Tech. Meanwhile, some trading happening in the top.
This Mars Refresher could actually be huge.
Yeah.
Like, they need a... I think they really need that, like, second round of spells to take these fights.
No, I'm totally with you. I don't, like, even with the Mars refresher, I don't think it changes the priority. Like, no one's gonna be focusing Mars. You know? Like, you're not RPing Mars even once he's got refresher. Because you're still, like, you have sniper problems if you just don't commit on him.
Oh, kick?
Kick? He's running very far ahead of his
God,
team here.
He's so far away from
He puts the
everything.
ward and the ward gets scouted, so they do know the smoke's there. If he found someone, he would just jump in and die. Teacher this time gonna jump in and not die.
Oh,
And the
he
kickback,
did it right.
he did it right. And the 3-man not ravage, but it doesn't matter because he's support. Okay. He did absolutely do it right.
And Tide doesn't have buyback. If they can,
Yeah.
they might be able to get this bot tower.
Force Roche.
Roche is
just
up,
respawned, yeah. I don't know if they, like, they haven't checked it. I don't know if they really kept a count on it.
And they should at least deward their jungle.
Yep. Snake wants the creeps. He wants the creeps. Oh no.
No, he's not checking anything. They're still waiting on the
Oh,
creeps
no.
bottom.
Wanted
Oh
to see
no.
if he deward and he's done nothing. And then meanwhile, they've just waited on the creeps.
Dude,
TJ hasn't even taken the ancients.
They didn't take the ancients. Or maybe they respawn, but
No, no, no. He's been
I
standing
don't
here.
think
He's not
he-
taking the
I don't
ancients.
think they took it.
I mean, that's Georgia Tech's saving grace here. Is there's no Aegis in the hands of Bristle right now. Moth looking. Could think about it here. Not gonna go. Saw the Ember Slight. I was thinking he might try it, but
Right. The Radiant needs to force them back and then immediately run to Roche and get wards in the
yeah.
top jungle.
This is a super nice ward, and it would be great except that they're against Zeus, who, like, if Tusk didn't clear the mid wave, they would have lost the ward just because he bolts the creeps.
Okay, Zeus is out. And they're walking.
Not again. Not again, Mac. Don't do it. He was standing like they had this ward and this whole team was behind him, but they had neither. Okay, maybe it was the next level bait, right? Mac was standing here, so if they had vision on this cliff, they would think that Mac also had vision on the cliff, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know, maybe he's next level. Also, Tide's been going this pipe for the whole game. He's finally got it. Skewer back. Way more important than the pipe.
See? a little bit more important.
Sorry, my brain goes places when I don't expect people to get picked off and all of a sudden there's just a kill happening. Like, I don't see that shit.
Pipe is actually such an awful item.
I know. It's been so bad for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
They have no high ground vision
Pipe
here.
and
Moth's
Crimson
waiting.
Guard both, like,
I mean, at least you
literally
can still
only
go
go
Crimson
those-
against Illus. Ticha jumps forward, finds the sniper who was on the front. The kickback!
kick back.
And the Thunder
There it
Gods, he
is.
does have buyback. Mars bought back for this as well, and so now they'll just reset, because that was
they're just
Bristol's
gonna go
BKB, that was
skewer,
Thunder
kick,
Gods. Oh, they
and
could
go
just
again,
reset,
right?
probably, I mean...
They're just
They
gonna
got
go
a
with this
buyback
next
out?
wave.
Yeah. No, Ticha's all the way gone.
Okay,
He's got no
Teach
mana.
Teacher walks to the outpost, doesn't take it, and walks back.
He was getting yelled at by someone, maybe Snake. I'd say Megademac was yelling at him, but I don't think he
Wait, he
listened.
doesn't have Aegis. It's not
No.
that big of a deal without Sniper. But
Spear back here. But the kickback on Mars and the skewer back on Ember as well. No RP committed, so Ember
the
gonna be able to
buyback
get
on
away.
Sniper.
And Mars did BKB on the back as well. E-Blade not there in time. So that does force the sniper buyback. And they'll trade out Magnus. I mean, end of the day, that's not so bad. It's a huge buyback committed from Sniper,
So, yeah.
and they get out without further casualty.
They're gonna get out, reset, and then run back at them. And then if they kill Sniper, it's probably just game.
Mars jumps forward with the arena, skewers the Tusk illusion, pops the refresher as well.
He pops the refresher and gets kicked onto the cliff.
Oh
He's literally
goodness.
on the cliff.
Okay, he does blink away, and they'll find the supports. Honestly, though, I'm not even 100% sure that's...
Wait, Snake has refresher, right?
Yes,
oh my
he's
god,
just
he
bought it.
ulted once and didn't have mana for refresher. Now he's down and bottling.
Oh, despair. Oh, despair. It only would have killed, like, a support, though. It wouldn't have killed Mars.
No, it would have killed Hoodwink easily.
Yeah, but do you care? If Teacher dies here, I swear, I'm mauled.
I think he is.
He's got BKB.
They don't have BKB piercing.
Okay, yeah. They have BKB piercing damage, though. Yikes.
Teacher?
So I had said that the double arena, double BKB used the refresher on just the supports might not have been worth it. Teacher's dead for 80 seconds, no buyback. So
wait, what do you buy out for? AC? He doesn't even have
AC
the
recipe.
AC.
Yeah, for the AC recipe.
For the AC recipe.
It's a Gleipnir on Ember.
How close is he? Maybe...
Who? Teacher?
Yeah.
He's bought more things.
He's
2,000 away.
Well, he finishes AC and now they're gonna lose
Kick
half
back
their base.
onto Mars. Does get the BKB off and the arena. Spears back on Miggity Mac. Moth on the back with this two-man, three-man catch, but Sniper
arena
now...
stopped his skewer.
That does... I didn't even know that does that. Jesus Christ. And now they've just lost. the game is actually just over.
His ages. Oh, someone's gonna get kicked.
Oh, kicking in the fountain. Maybe the game's not over with the Walrus Punch. Ember's just dead. In the fountain. Snake's fine. Sniper
might be
used
dead here
Satanic.
too. Or Mars, one of them probably. Gonna get kicked back by Tusk.
Yeah, kick
No,
back onto
when he
the
goes from the
tide. Oh
tide.
no. And now he
No.
might be dead to the Sniper's damage. Refresher not enough. Snake does end up getting Mars with that
The
fresh
tide
A on
gets
disc as
out
well.
on
He's going to be able to get away
100
from Sniper. Sniper trying to TP away, but there is a lightning bolt there. And with the Satanic not able to live.
Oh
and now
my
he's
God,
dead
dive
for
back on
120
Mars and Sniper because they tried
seconds.
to dive him in their base against Tusk Magnus.
I literally
What a
thought that
disaster.
with Bristle not having buyback, they take
That
out the
should've been
Aegis and they
game.
just
That
leave and the game's over.
Easily should have been game.
And all of a sudden, Ember was in the well, and Sniper's behind the racks, and... Now Teacher's getting the creeps, but they do know these are diebacks. And also, Teacher's gonna get the buyback gold, right? If he gets 1,000 gold from these towers, he'll have buy.
Oh my god, and you're just gonna four-shot the towers.
Oh my goodness. And if they overstep on the supports too, they just die. I mean, they know it's diebacks, Teacher has Blink.
Wait, they might just go for end. They probably should
Ember
go
will
for
be
end.
up. Connor's thinking about
No.
going forward. The problem is the only
Pussy.
building damage they have is Bristle, and the Ancient has like a bajillion armor nowadays.
Bristle damage is kind of huge.
Yeah. It's what, 5 hit, 6 hit their range racks? They should get megas off of this though, I think. 30 seconds till March should be more than enough time for Teacher to chunk these buildings down. And he does have buy now as well, so that's fantasy points. What's the buyback status hotkey? Jesus.
I buy on every single person except for...
Yeah.
Moth.
Teacher pops the BKB, they'll have to commit out for the heroes though. Buyback from Hoodwink, but look at the bash! Holy bash! Ember gonna buy back immediately. Connor though walks into the middle, man's up. Moth
Sniper and,
in the front as well. Moth has RP. He's holding on to it for now. Mars about to respawn. Ember on the front. Bashed again! Teacher trying to hold on. Not gonna be enough, but able to blink away. Remnants over to the side. And Mars with the respawn. Gets the arena off Moth. BKB still has RP. Connor punches him up, trying to run away. Snake TP'd all the way to the fountain. And the rest of them will just try and get out Connor. Nope,
Oh.
scouted out.
Good glide there.
Yeah, he will go down. Okay.
Wow. If Dire
Ooh.
waited like 10 seconds or 5 seconds to take that fight, they would have had Mars and Sniper.
And they would have been Megad though.
They still have fort. They should have just forted and waited
They
for the...
do have a fort. I'm
Waited for
not
the Mars.
sure that they had the fort.
They
I'm
did,
going
right?
to
Because
pretend
they
that,
had all
because
three-
they
all
lost
three
the tower.
towers.
Yeah. Yeah, you're totally right. Moth just took the outpost, so gets to the low ground. He has a force staff. He's out of range of everything. Has a blink dagger. Jukes him with the
my
blink.
god.
Charges to the high ground. They don't know. There's no ward.
And
TP's
he's
away.
actually made so much space right there.
That's gonna let the rest of the team respawn. I mean, that's...
Roche is in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a big fight.
Level 29 Zeus, by the way. Alright, so what's the Roche gonna have? Is it gonna have Refresher Shard, or is it gonna have, eat the Aegis? Or eat the Ags, rather.
Ags.
Teacher leaves the illusion. Teacher, please do not buy out like you're currently doing. Do not go walk and buy the damage stick. Do not do it.
Why the fuck did he buy the recipe again?
He bought the recipe, he doesn't have buyback gold. Guarding a DD as well.
Roche is up.
They're gonna walk
they're just gonna walk past the Roche. They have an illusion in there.
They do know that it's up, yes.
They do know it's up, and they're walking away from Roche.
There's smoke up on the enemy high ground. Now they do see some people hitting this wave top.
What? They have a DD on Bristle. Just go take the Roche.
Connor jumps forward, does get the kick, and they'll find a free hoodwink. That's a dieback, but the arena comes out onto 4. BKB's immediately forced, but Moth again with the pullback! RP onto 2, including the Sniper. Sniper getting bashed down in the front, can't even get the Satanic off, goes down. He's dead for 100 seconds, no buyback. On the backlines, Mars bought back, Moth able to control him up, and that will win them the game there. Questionable decision making, but
they take Roche in 2 seconds with the DD. It's a free
another kickback
Axer.
for the road.
Can you go check what it is?
Yeah.
Just,
I wanna see this kill onto Ember quick. Teacher gonna go in the fountain. Okay, was a shard.
It's a shard.
Man,
So
it got him there in the end. I don't know about the decision making, but it really do be like that sometimes. Okay. Well,
some game.
yeah. I mean that was some game.
It was indeed a match of Dota.
Ooh. Oh, it was a little ugly match of Dota, if I have to be honest. Man, Dota Plus really believed in Northeastern, though. Like, I'd expect these to be way lower.
Yeah, I think
Yeah. Oh, I'm in
That
charge
just
of
took
making
a-
the lobby.
a couple of bad fights. And
Yeah.
maybe a little error in itemization. Sniper.
What was the previous match ID? I can't even see that right because I wasn't in it. Oh, if I go back,
Can you not? I think you can.
If I go like this, I can see it. All right, Bunions, I need you to. Actually, I can just screenshot this match. I was gonna ask you to screenshot this match.
Yes, I'll screenshot your Discord stream.
That's right. That's right. Oh my goodness, everything's broken. Everything. Not a single thing is not broken.
Are you playing this game?
I'm not sure. Do you want to play this game? I think Teacher said he can't play this game.
Teacher cannot.
So it's either you or me. We are the remaining. Yeah, I need to, Who won the flip? They won the flip?
No clue.
I think they won the flip. I'm gonna join them and make sure, cause lobby.
Local shawarmas, when some people
Okay.
can't even afford one local
I
shawarma.
know.
Did they won the flip last game?
Yes.
What do
Hey,
y'all want?
Cool Hands, did you see that ward I put in their jungle that stayed there the entire duration?
No.
The fucking cliff ward in their jungle? Oh my god. It was right
Is it-
after first Roche. It was like the most oblivious cliff ward. They were everyone on the team was shitting on me for it, and then it stayed up the entire duration.
Get owned. So do y'all want first or second pick?
I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't really have any thoughts. No thoughts, head empty.
True. Pick one.
You pick one. Someone-
Bunions is
someone who
Bunions is
someone-
playing with you.
Someone who watches Pro Dota.
You sure you don't want to play?
Yep. No, I gotta cast. This is my calling.
Pause one game for
Dude,
the
my
season.
co-op co-worker is watching. Cool Hands, you gotta impress.
Yeah, it was kind of impressing. Bunions was co-casting with me.
Okay, I'm back. Let's go.
Bunions, I'll play game 3 if you lose.
Oh no.
So what you're saying is for me to throw.
No. Okay, first or second pick, Snake.
Which one's last
Second,
pick?
second, because I went last
Second
week.
pick. Okay.
Cool Hands, what was your analysis of the game?
Mess.
Absolute mess.
Absolute mess.
Slog.
Absolute mess.
That's the best I got for you.
I feel
Absolutely.
like I feel like
it's
I've played like
mess.
3 games.
Why didn't you guys take Roche at the end?
I'm kind of
We
feeling
could-
a clockwork.
We knew we could win, and we didn't know it was us.
That's a
Wait,
bad
you
reason.
had an
That's a bad
illusion.
reason.
You guys had an illusion in pit and you walked right by it. And you had a DD.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
our
He
bad.
just said end, so we ended. What can I say?
Yeah.
It would have taken
I
one
mean,
second.
did we not end? Because I remember us ending.
You did, but if you lost
want
that fight and they got
Tyrants,
Roche, they
Radiant
would have
second.
won.
Listen,
you guys are on
I-
the Radiant
I
side.
knew that Snipe would walk up into a 4-star range of me. I knew that. I had premonition to that.
True.
I could smell it.
The glorious life of a lobby manager.
Bunions, I was inspired by your Zeus.
Yeah.
we were very much aware of that.
I was like,
did
is
see
Zeus
that.
OP? I'll pick it.
I think your E-Blade this game was a little vague.
Slightly, but I mean, I didn't die to sniper like at least twice because of it. So I think it was okay.
Yeah, it was a good Zeus game. I guess Ember also kind of
Ember was
got
shit.
shit on. Yeah.
5-minute delay. Crying.
That lane, he got shit on so hard in that lane. I was a full
yeah, you
level
were-
up on him for so long.
I think you were 500 up at like 3 minutes or 4 minutes.
5 minutes is less than the full duration of an observer ward, correct?
It is
7
1 minute
minutes.
less.
6 minutes.
6
You want to
minutes.
increase the
Okay,
delay?
you guys ready for game 2?
You might want to increase the delay to 6 minutes.
You can't.
You can't do that.
Then this
Can we
might
tweak
suck
the
there.
setting?
Listen, they're not gonna cheat.
Yeah,
this is
they'll
a for fun league.
Okay.
I'm cheating. I dewarded every one of their wards with
Yeah,
1 minute to go. Every single one.
With 1 minute to go. Every second.
Okay. Alright, you guys ready? I've got it set so there's no flip.
Okay.
Yes?
Dude, that's gonna be on the VOD now. They're gonna ding us for that.
That's right. It's on the VOD. Okay, I'm hitting G. Good luck, y'all.
Alright.
Alright, clockwork
I'm waiting to leave to make sure that it's set up the right way.
Alright, make it
There you are. There you are.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Dude, I'm so sad they
Good
sussed
luck.
out Enigma pick.
Okay. Stream to Moff's coworkers. Sorry, you have to work with him.
10 seconds.
Am I the official caster for CSL? No. Yeah, on 5-minute delay, so you'll hear me answer your question and then think better of it and type out a response.
10 seconds.
I'd love it if they hired a cast.
5 seconds remain.
I'd love it if I've actually inquired them about not even hiring me for a cast, just making me an official, so I could reschedule a match a week and like get stuff on the right time. Because I've done this before, and what I'm planning on doing this season, if anyone's interested in watching the other matches in this division, is I'm going to cast the replays of the games basically from the ticket once it's available. So week 1 I won't be able to get the games, but weeks 2 through 7 I should be able to. But those I'll probably do and upload to YouTube rather than on Twitch. I'll have to, decide that because I won't be able to do them live because they all happen at the same time. The other games should probably be happening at the same time, and I just can't stick to other people's schedules. With that though, I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll be back towards the end of the draft. So, yeah.
5 seconds remain. Dyer's turn to bat.
Legion Commander.
Seconds remain. It is Radiant's ban. Dyer's turn to ban. Seconds. Radiant's turn to ban. It is Dyer's ban. Seconds. 5 seconds. Radiant's turn to ban. Seconds remain. 5 seconds remain. Radiant's turn to pick. seconds remain. 5 seconds. Dyer's turn to pick.
Mirana.
Alright, we are back. I see a Pudge on my screen. It's always exciting. A little surprising that it was picked into Legion, but what can you do? BXRN, cheers for the follow. 8 minutes ago, I guess 13 for you, but thanks. I guess something I should have asked before I took my break. Hopefully the audio is alright for everyone. This is the first game I've been doing in a while, so yeah. It's actually the first game I'm doing on my new setup. I don't think about that. Anyway, we're a bit late in the draft, so looks like bans very similar this time around. Batrider, banned by Georgia Tech. I forget what their other ban was last game. They banned DP and they banned something else, I think.
5 seconds remain.
But Marcion dying on the Northeastern side. Looks like this game they're playing under the Miggity Max Smack Stack team. Yeah, this is the 1 week basically that you can kind of get away with that stuff, because in the future, once the games are ticketed, if you change teams midway through, it actually breaks the series. But yeah, anyway, I guess I will say, before I get some final thoughts in on the draft, because like I've been saying, I'm not so good at this part. This banners here, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but the Georgia Tech banner is half of a flag, basically, because they've just uploaded their image file. If anyone's watching this that has like their team assets, there's flag templates, so they make it like actual flag, and the idea is that you upload an image that's got like each half of your image is a separate rectangle. We'll make the flags proper, because the way the flags work is it takes each half of the image and it puts it on half of the flag. So if you put your whole image as just one rectangle like you've done here, it puts half of it on the front of the flag and half of it on the back of the flag, which is disappointing. But every team does this ever in Dota, and it's just like a little pet peeve of mine, so. So yeah, what have we got? It's looking like a mid-Pudge into an Ember Spirit, which actually is a pretty decent lane for Pudge, I think. You don't really care Flame Guard because of the Flesh Heap. Same with Searing Chains. You will get Slight spammed, but that's any melee hero, and a lot of ranged heroes into Ember, so I really don't think you mind too much. It's ended up being a good matchup for them. Still a little iffy into Legion, just because you get Dismember purged off, but Faceless Void as well, also just a strong hero. It did get nerfed a little bit this patch, but Actually, I might say with this draft, it might be a significant nerf, because the biggest nerf was the talent. You lost, I think it was like 50 attack speed in Chrono. There's this level 15 talent that was plus, I think it was like 140 attack speed in Chrono. Down to around 90 now, something like that. Which really, especially for like early level 15 to 20 Chronos, was significant in letting you kill people inside. And right now Northeastern doesn't have the most damage inside of the Chrono. You could channel like Witch Doctor ult outside of it, Pudge, maybe if you Chrono Pudge on a target, the Rot is going to do a lot once he's got the Ags Scepter, but not sure. And now CK into Pudge, I'm also not the biggest fan. Pudge with the Ags Dismember, going to be able to do a lot here. And they'll go with the Shaker. I suppose this is going to be a Shaker 3. As, yeah, will be a Shaker 3. With the Witch Doctor 4. I'd imagine they're lane swapping, so Miggity Mac is with the Shaker. But it could be Miggity Mac 5 Clockwork and 4 Witch Doctor, not sure. On the other side, everything working out pretty much as we'd expect. Chen's still quite a strong hero. Did get kind of nerf hammered this patch, but I'm not sure how it's ended up working out. I know he lost basically half of the damage from level 1. But... Or lost half of the damage on... man, I don't know Chen's spells. On the Q. Penitence, maybe? But I haven't seen it played since the patch. I've been kind of busy, so I haven't tried out anything since the newest patch.
Prepare for battle.
That was a little funky. Something's a little funky. This should be tracking. It's okay. Something's just a little broken in my setup. We do see a full 5-man rotation. Muff looks like he'll be caught out by an arrow. Has a bracer and could skill Fissure here to try and get himself out. He's going to make it under tower. Hooked away to safety by Snake. Still holding that skill point. Yeah, I mean, at 3 Shaker, you really... oh no, Snake's courier goes down. A little bit of miss micro there. As now Connor under tower, forced to pop a Fairy Fire, but Choke takes a bunch of damage from the tower. And we'll see not much else happening there. What I was saying is you don't really want to take Fissure on this 3 Shaker because it's so important that you get Enchant Totem to secure that first range creep, especially with a Witch Doctor who's just unable to do it for you. But so a lot of trading, but that's about it. So it's the... Oh, it was... I'm just dumb, it was the Holy Persuasion damage that you lost the bonus damage on. It's a big deal. Nice one click there. But yeah, this mid lane gonna be the lane to talk about, I think. I really do think Pudge should be pretty happy here. I don't think this is bad at all. Got hook 1, of course, and could use it to secure the range creep, but he's gotten more damage by quite a bit, so he should be able to just get it himself, and he will. Able to hold on to some mana. We did see last game, Snake kind of abused mid on Zeus. Really kind of got more out of the lane than he should have against an Ember Spirit as well. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, see if he comes out even further ahead, because I think this matchup's probably just better than this last game's matchup. Like I said, Moth does take that enchant totem, make sure he can get range creeps for himself. Gonna try and keep an eye on everything here, because I'm blind in the best case in lanes, and without having a partner to call things out for me, not much we can do. Oh, ugly. I get to call people out. Snake just AFK in the brain there. So if you're just tuning in, or tuning in from game number 1, Buying Onions is subbed in this game on the safe lane for Northeastern, playing the Faceless Void. It's top lane, First Blood does happen. The coconut bounces over to Chen, and Kurt goes down first. Connor claims that one for himself. Wanted to see what could happen there, and we do see a Maledict come out with the coconut. Should be A-okay here on the CK AP. Gonna take a bit of damage, but mainly just forced off the wave for now. And whoa, down bottom as well. Miggity Mac goes forward for the kill and finds it on Mirana. Still level 1, so no leaps away, and just battery assaulted down. Yeah, we'll see the kills eventually. We'll see the kills eventually. But yeah, look at this in the mid. 13-6 versus 9-0. This is just some good old-fashioned abuse here. Snake gonna be able to put a lot of damage now. Has that point in Flesh Heap as well. Doesn't even need to pop it. Has a Ring of Regen as well, so really just able to abuse. And yeah, this Water Rune has spawned bottom, but Snake kind of knows he can just hook it anytime that Ember goes for it, so kind of able to just leave it there. It's not super important for him. He's full up on mana now as well. Down bottom, choke. Bunnings jumps forward, but the battery assault, not enough ticks onto him, so gonna just have to settle for a bunch of damage there. Bunyan still has a salve as well, plenty healthy. Up top, Moth playing around. Holy damage onto Kurt. Level 2 enchant totem. Hits hard. Yeah, look at this. I mean, I just have to highlight again. This is 8 denies on your mid pudge here. It's about half a level up as well. Gonna go north and just hook up one of the water runes. Looks like Crunchy Cat gonna be able to make his way down bottom for the other one. Which was important, because if he left it, Snake could have just very easily stolen both and prevented the bottle refill in an already winning lane. Chen, he's found a creep. He's found the Frost creep. So that was the other nerf. The mana burn creep is significantly nerfed, so, you know. Chen can't just take that and win the lane so much anymore. Down bottom. Bunnings jumps forward, takes the Starstorm damage, but Time Walk was available, so able to get away. Trying to pay attention as there's a little bit of threat in all of the lanes right now, actually. Moth, no points in Fissure here, so trying to catch up, not going to be able to catch up to AP. Turns around and just crits him, and that's going to be the end of that. Say that. Frost creep getting a bit low, but Connor trying to just trade into Chen. Taking a lot of damage, but we'll be okay. As the big wave does come in top, and Moth will be happy to secure that farm for himself. In the mid, hook back onto Crunchy Cat. Crunchy Cat trying to dodge with the Slight. Flesh Heap will run out here, so Snake probably gonna have to turn off Rot, and yeah, extra move speed. Boots acquired on Ember. No rune to fall back on, and that is the end of his bottle charges here, so 6-minute rune gonna be especially important here. Looks like in the bot, Miggity Mac did fall as well and has since respawned and TP'd out. Just totally missed that one, I do apologize. Moth Soul Ring acquired, trying to just pump in whatever damage he can. You know what I need for these, and you know what might be cool if they have them, is if I am able to live stream those predictions like you get in the TI chat, where it's like first to 50 CS or blah blah blah. I wonder if someone's made an extension where you can just do that in normal games. Up top, Connor does go down. Was too busy in my own thought for a possible Twitch extension that I'd missed the kill. But what can you do? Snake in the mid has hit level 6, looking for that first dismember of the game to be used. Haste Rune did spawn top and neither of them got it, which is interesting to say the least. Ember, with that bottle, I guess assumed that it was gonna be taken from him. In the bot, we're gonna trade 1 for 1 as more kills are missed this game. Miggity Mac was able to take down Legion before trading his own life to Mirana. AP now on the top, trying to get aggressive onto Moth yet again. There is a point in Fissure, but it was on cooldown. Stuns his way up, tries to get under tower, and will manage to get there. Connor as well, and now Snake with that TP in. Has boots, but the creep's blocking his way. He's going to try and rot down the creep. Blocks the hook anyways. And that was his TP, so Ember going to be free to farm in the mid for now. Snake, I guess they just both assumed the other one took this rune. But Snake should know that there was no activity in the bottle. He actually didn't walk through the river. I had first thought that he was going to walk up and walk right by this. Look at this again, Legion getting caught up. Caught in the cogs now. Trying to hit his way out. Will break a cog. Miggity Mac trying to man up on his way through. Press the attack was used, but already over, so there's no more regen coming in. Double bash from Bunions. Bunions with another bash, and they will take the kill. Scoring out 4-4 for these teams. And Bunions, level 6, has that Chronosphere available. Could think about using it on Mirana, but not gonna have enough for now. Snake. This time I'd assume he'll get the rune, and yet he sees it. I wonder if this is what he did last time, is he walked up like, I want to get vision of the rune, but I can't imagine he wouldn't take it. I don't know, I almost wish I had like replay functionality to see what the hell happened on that first one. He did see there's an arcane rune top, or he should have. Miggity Mac now just zoning Mirana off, make sure his rotation towards mid can't come through in time, but she leaps right into the Ancients and he's gonna get some stacks off. 4-4 early going as we switch over to net worth. See Pudge nice and commanding at that top of the net worth. He's already 800 lead in the mid right now. And again, the arcane rune sits there. I honestly don't know what's going on. This time I am 100% sure he saw that it was there. Dismember gonna be used. Ember tried to man up, but obviously not the play you can make. Snake gets drilled by the arrow, but Crunchy Cat already had to use that remnant away to make sure he wasn't brought down by the rot. Johnny Boy here on the Mirana is hanging around, has a ward to put, has that urn completed, but in bot, okay, choke, not so much under threat. Miggity Mac tried to man up, but couldn't find him. Legion, just a bit too fast. Up on top lane again. So it's kind of the story of last game. Moth really just having a struggle of a time. Has that stick, gets the fissure off, trying to survive. The cask, what a beautiful bounce, and bounces back to the creep to save Moth's life. I mean, that is absolutely massive. I thought for sure he was dead there. This time, first rune of the game gonna be picked up at 10 minutes. I cannot believe that the arcane rune was ignored and the haste rune was ignored top. I mean, I just don't get it. Bunions, gotta be thinking Midas here. Got treads complete and was thinking Mask of Madness, but at this point, 1500 gold saved up in the bank. Nope, he's just gonna buy the quarterstaff. Okay, what do I know? I figured if he could get to recipe gold, he might just straight up buy the Midas, but maybe thinking it's a little bit too late. Wouldn't come to like maybe 12, 13 minutes, and then you're really pushing it, because you do need items on Void, especially without that chrono attack speed talent. But yeah, like I was saying during that kill attempt top, Moth, it's kind of the same story as last game. His lane just really sacrificed. They go with these weak laners, you know. Shaker plus Witch Doctor, really just not the strongest combo. Let's hold that thought. We do see a rotation top, and the two-man chains into the arrow on Moth as well. Does get the Echo Slam off. He's going to try and turn around. Crunchy Cat will just straight up fall. AP now tanking the tower. Moonlight Shadow comes out, and it will stop any reinitiation, but a blunder there coming out from the Georgia Tech side. And here's the Witch Doctor ult. He hit 6 off of that rotation. Arrow came through just too late, and AP went down as well. Moth now has to be a little careful. Took that extra Starfall. We'll be fine, and Mirana does trade off for Connor, but a 2-for-1 on a mid-rotation top. Just, the arrow came through, they split their damage on the targets. Weren't able to take down Earthshaker during the stun, and he makes him pay with the Echo Slam. I mean, you really just can't get gifted a better one than that. A nice 3-man Echo. Invis Rune does spawn top. Mirana takes that as we see both Georgia Tech supports make their way towards mid, but Chen gonna run away instead. The courier lives and Snake misses the hook. Now Chrono is used bottom. They brought down Witch Doctor for this, and inside the cogs, there's the pause, but Bunions is gonna claim another kill. Game broke. But this is gonna be one more kill. Holy. Legion's game broke. Despair. Little bit of toxic here.
Can't escape your sins.
But yeah, so things looking better than they did to start for last game for Northeastern, who game number 1 they really struggled to come back from a significant disadvantage in the early game. This time going into around 13 minutes, they're going to be about dead even, with Snake just having a whale of a time on the Pudge. There come the G's, and we will proceed to watch this Legion Commander go down. Connor ends up claiming it. I believe that was with the tick damage from Maledict, if I'm honest. Which is a funny thing to say, because it wasn't with the pop, I think it was with the tick. Snake running in, looking for some stacks. There are some ancient stacks here. They have the obs. They did see Mirana, but be interested if he actually was going for the Mirana kill, because it's not really too achievable. Looks like he'll settle for trying to push in this tower instead, and +1 rotation from the Witch Doctor means he might just get it here. Has Dismember at the ready as well. Yeah, Remnant forced with really no commit. Snake able to just walk at Ember and force him to jump away. Here comes the rotation, and Legion trying to make his way. He's rushing that blink. He's holding just 1,600 gold. It's 13 minutes. And Legion is not having a time. That's a nice 2-man Maledict into the cogs as well. Very nice from Miggity Mac there. They'll stop the dual win from coming through. Now that will be 2 kills for Legion actually, as the rest of the team did show up. Here's the Dismember, and it looks like that'll be a 2-for-2 trade eventually. Maybe, maybe not. Snake. Now kind of a little bit out of position. Walking at Mirana, but will go down as well, and that's just a 3-for-1. Ember, of course, not affected by the Maledict there. Moth now a little bit of trouble having to cast this kit and run away. But, yeah, in the mid, 3-for-1. As it looked like a nice Maledict, and just the damage wasn't there from Pudge, and the rest of the team able to bash in on him. Mirana got a lot of damage off that fight. Ember able to throw out very low commit damage as well. Gets the tower deny as well, and that's gonna be the start back to his game. Meanwhile, haven't talked too much about the supports. Chen has the mech, and okay, up top, AP did fall. Rotation from Snake came through. Miggity Mac ended up being the one to get that kill. So, we'll see some trading of the tier 1s here. Yeah, so Legion and Shaker both going just raw blink, it seems. Choke, of course, gonna get his first. A little bit better of a time in lane than Moth had. So yeah, like I was saying, Chen does have his mechanism completed, going for the Wraith Pact next. And Mirana gonna have a Spirit Vessel very, very soon. Which is actually a pretty nice timing for the Spirit Vessel. Bunyan's working on his Maelstrom. Almost there. He's got Mighty Max sat right behind him here, so maybe a little bit of threat as we have 3 Warpine Raiders in the Chen army here. These do damage, but they don't stun. So he might just be looking to cast them on the supports as gonna see the coconuts come through. Mighty Mac hooks on the front. But he's going to get dueled. A nice 3-man chrono here, and immediately going to pump all the damage he can into Ember, but it's not going to be enough. He did pop the Mask of Madness for this, trying to jump away, not going to be able to do so. Snake came in late, through the hook, not able to find anyone, grabs the DD on his way out, but now trying to run away, and he's going to have a hell of a time getting out here. Pops the Flesh Heap, but nowhere near enough damage block to get him to live through here. As I say that, he's healing from Dismember, but will eventually fall to the entire Georgia Tech squad. Moth was even making his way over, but he's just getting that blink brought out to him now. So, wouldn't have been in the position to do much anyway, as well as not having Echo Slam. We'll have it in 15 though. Brought out a clarity for himself. It's gonna be too late to hold this tower. See a coconut bouncing through a couple bounces onto Legion. But all of a sudden, Northeastern, the momentum really shifting away from them. Georgia Tech, very strong now. They're going to find another duel. Just walk down the hill, find Miggity Mac. We see a TP from Snake here, and they're thinking of fighting this with the Blink Dagger from Moth. They are smoked up, Moth and Connor. Is they're going to try and connect here. The hook finds just a creep, and now Snake's giving up his position. They are going to dive him. Here's the early Dismember, but immediately cancelled. But there's the Echo Slam. Mech to heal onto front. Snake trying to put in damage with Rot, but it's not going to be enough. Moth goes down straight away. On the back, Connor channeling that Witch Doctor ult. It's huge. There's no cancel. The Warpine Raider's getting in the way. There is a hook ready, but the blink away from Choke. He's going to get away. It's going to be just a 2-for-1. And very Razor's Edge there, I mean. The Death Ward really was the only thing that kept Northeastern in that fight because it looked like a great Echo Slam. The mech heal came right away on top, and that almost just ended the fight for them then and there. I mean, they did not have enough damage. Snake doesn't have the Ags, doesn't have a blink, had no way to get in, and had no way to sustain damage. But it ended up being alright. They get the CK, Snake back up, top net worth. And it was a pretty Echo, let me tell you. We're in TI form with the Earthshaker now. You get to this time of year, I know it's later than TI generally should be, but you get to TI time and Earthshaker's gonna get the buffs. There we go, Bunyan's coming to join the team, has Chrono ready. Looks like he just wants to take some Ancients. Not sure he can actually take these Ancients. Snake as well kind of wants to farm up this Ags, so maybe we'll see Northeastern go into a bit of a waiting period here. So they have their ults, but might want to just buy themselves some time to farm up that next item. Meanwhile, Vessel is complete. Mirana working towards maybe a Yule's, maybe a Blink. But Georgia Tech gonna set up some heroes top, trying to bait for a duel, is what it seems like, but Northeastern gonna respond in kind. Force them away. But yeah, Snake, really the item to watch. I mean, he's 1600, 1700 away from this Aghanim Scepter, which is just gonna give him so much damage once he gets it. On the other side, we see CK use Phantasm. He's going to have a Blink ready as well. And with the Blink, he will be ready to just jump on Void. Sorry, that was the Dismember onto Mirana. I I did not realize that was onto a hero. I thought he was just using it to farm in the mid. Miggity Mac smoked up, picks up a haste rune as well, and here's the jump forward, now an Echo Slam. Nice one to interrupt the duel. Death Ward channeled in the back, immediately cancelled by the Searing Chains. Snake now on the front, trying to find a target, is going to find the Ember. Remnant too slow to get him out of there. And on the front, Moth was able to clean up CK as well. Snake, hook up in 3 seconds. Has no detection for this, so won't be able to hook the Mirana. But they clean up the 3 kills. It's a 3 for 0 for Northeastern. That was with the Death Ward immediately cancelled as well. But another big Echo Slam does a ton of damage and puts Northeastern in a position to win these fights even without Faceless. Flying Onion's just given plenty of time to try and farm up this Mjolnir. Which will just give him even more damage in Chrono as well. And that's pre-Ags. That's before the Pudge Ags comes out as well. Blink forward, yeah, Connor. Gonna get blown up. There's that blink reveal on CK, and Snake in a lot of trouble as well now. Runs to the low ground, but there is gonna be a Searing Chains. Maybe not, as somehow he missed the Searing Chains. I don't know what happened there, but Snake should be thanking his lucky stars right now, as he deserves about 0% to have been let out of there. Moth chasing forward. There is going to be a hook shot there. Fissure comes through, but needs more damage. Moth gonna get stunned up on the back. CK gonna trade out for the kill, but Miggity Mac gonna be the next one to fall. Duel comes through. 36 duel damage acquired for Legion. And Bunyan's up top. Finds kill. So across the map ends up being a 2 for 2. Moth goes down. Snake now ran all the way out from base to the tier 2 and now taking a lot of damage. Does have Dismember, able to get it off after the Searing Chains was used, so there's no cancel. Snake with the hook brings him back. Ember click down. Double kill for Snake. Bunyan's TP'd in on this one as well. Wait for it, wait for it. Bunyan's ends up claiming that kill somehow. I guess it was from time dilation. CK would pop from the Maledict anyways. And one of the weirder team wipes that you'll see in probably a CSL game this season. As heroes died just about everywhere on the map. We saw heroes die at the Dire tier 1 bot, at the Radiant tier 2 bot, and up in the Dire jungle. To complete that team wipe. Choke has TP'd back in here, but he's level 12 to Buying Onion's level 17. I mean, that is just... yeah. Pretty horrible? I don't know. 21% experience lead. Legion was looking for it. Not gonna find it. CK did TP down here as well, as the Moonlight Shadow committed for this play, but... in the mid, Arrow managed to commit onto Moth, but look at that hook! Catches him immediately after he comes out of the Sleight of Fist. Crunchy Cat able to get away, and now the duel over the top. Snake trying to pump in damage with the Rot. Duel victory does come through as now Snake trying to get away. There is a pullback from the CK. AP gonna click into him. There's the Chronosphere! The Chronosphere with the Rot on, it does so much damage, and AP is gonna go down as well. Buying Onions with that Mask of Madness able to take him down, thinking about jumping forward, will jump forward, pulls it back. Over on the side, Connor's in. Connor maybe shouldn't be in. Gonna use that voodoo switcheroo to try and pump some damage into Crunchy Cat. Doesn't control the ward. Crunchy Cat should be fine. Should be fine. Will be fine. Very aggressive positioning from the Witch Doctor there. And after all is said and done, it's a 3k lead for Northeastern. Buying Onions jumps forward, jumps out, gets the time dilation off, but 3k net worth lead for Northeastern in another relatively messy game. I mean, kills kind of just happening wherever. There's not a lot of respect being put on cooldowns here. And yeah. CK continues to farm, stays competitively paced, but Ember is starting to fall off the mark, gonna need some catch-up time. Looking for that BKB, and it's 25 minutes already going the Maelstrom BKB build. He just doesn't have it. This hero can farm pretty well, just not given any priority. He's been in most of these fights, and most of them haven't gone the way he wanted. Looks like they might be getting ready to smoke up. And I'm not the biggest fan if they do. Yeah, the 5-man smoke here. I want to see Crunchy Cat finish this BKB. I think he's got to put a bit more priority in his own game here. So the Dire scan, it does catch just Miggity Mac, so they were kind of forced off their own high ground. They're going to find Connor instead. Duel can't come out as he does get 2 hit, and Miggity Mac hookshot Cogs push away to try and stop himself from getting dueled, but this time they're trying to leave him for the duel, but not going to happen. Brought down by Johnny Boys, so Georgia Tech picks off the supports as the rest of Northeastern gonna run their way away. What are you looking for on CK? BKB of his own to come out. Chen has that Wraith Pact complete as well. Very diverse army now. As, yeah, maybe thinking about Roshan. They do see the Pudge illusions outside of it. Not so sure that Georgia Tech can take it just now. Especially with Chrono up, but Faceless Void is bottom. Has a Chrysalis now. Ooh, it's pretty scary. This Faceless Void's actually very scary right now. So 23-21, still a pretty even game. A 4K net worth lead towards Northeastern, but still at the moment feels like it could go anyone's way. That lead is coming in the form of Faceless Void though, as it really does feel like anyone that gets chronoed is surely dead. Moonlight Shadow used to try and run bottom, but Bunyan's able to sniff this one out. Moth farming close to the gank and might be scouted out. Looks like he'll manage to run his way away as well. And they'll get one ward down here on the high ground. But we see a counter smoke come out from Northeastern. Miggity Mac looking, throws out the rocket flare, misses the hook shot, and wouldn't be surprised if that one just ends it as Snake looking for that blink, but still 400 gold away. Phantasm is committed. AP gonna walk back up the hill, maybe? They don't see him. They just walk right by each other. Ships in the night. He's able to get out on CK. How terrifying. He just doesn't know how close that was. Snake throws out the hook, but it's on an Ember with Remnant, so you're never really finding those. Again, a couple hundred gold off his blink. Maybe things are a little different if he has it, but not much doing at the moment. Mirana somehow leaped up to the cliff. She's got just one leap charge ready now, but he's scouting out the support rotation. Finds the arrow onto Connor. Connor forced forward. Whose force staff was that? Was that Miggity Mac? Yes, it was. Buying Onions thought about jumping forward, but actually jumps back and blocks the hook from Snake, as now both supports have gone down at the start of the fight. Snake, Spirit Vesseled up, a BKB from CK, and now stuck on the side. Actually still able to get off a very nice 3-man chrono as Bunions. He's going to turn all his attention onto Ember. The hook out, and the bash will finish him off. Moth jumps through, finds the Echo Slam, doing as much damage as he can. The Wraith Pact is preventing so much, but AP now Yule's up, stops the damage for now, but will take him down. Johnny Boy as well. Tried with that Yule's to save his CK, but not going to matter. So even though Georgia Tech picks off both supports at first, it's not going to matter as they will lose 4. As Chen, the only survivor. I wish I could have a stat on how much damage that Wraith Pact mitigated, because it looked so huge. Like, the Echo Slam did, I mean, it did damage, but it did barely any compared to what we're used to. Same with the damage in Chrono. I mean, it was a very big deal, and it brought into question whether Northeastern would actually be able to continue to play that fight, but in the end, they were just able to overpower that damage mitigation. Now Miggity Mac wants Roach. Bunions. Has that Lincoln Sphere now. Picked up after that fight. DD spawns bottom. Looks like neither team has rune vision here. Connor trying to D-ward. Gets the sentry and pays immediately with his life. Snake almost tanks the arrow. Looks like he might be in trouble now. Phantasm Illus are popping down and the duel will come through. There's no chrono available, but Roche will be taken in the meantime. Buying Onions popped the Mask of Madness, but no one thinks to check inside the pit when you should have left. Miggity Mac got himself on the wrong part of the cliff. Stuck on the little high ground there and pays with his life as well. So 3 kills claimed, but Aegis of the Immortal goes to Buying Onions. And that's with no cooldowns up as well. They're still waiting on Echo, they're still waiting on Chrono. But Georgia Tech, off the back of those kills, will take the tier 2 in the mid, will be able to claim the outposts in the jungle. So still, you know, a victory for them, both in the fight department and in the map space department. They did have to give up the Aegis for it, though. And right onto the tier 2 bot as well. Chrono is available, but Pudge dead for another 10 seconds. They won't be able to mount a defense. I say that Johnny Boy did jump forward, but gonna be forced back. The rest of the team was TPing in here, so Georgia Tech gonna leave together. Control some of this jungle. They got wards down. Hopefully this gets dewarded now, as we do see a smoke coming through from Northeastern. Rocket Flare comes out. Miggity Mac, this time hook shot connects onto that Frost Creep. And AP stuck in the cogs now. Gets the BKB off before the Fissure comes through, but Snake immediately jumps on the backlines, cancels his own Dismember. Hook comes through. Meanwhile, we got a fight on the back end. Moth jumped in, got an Echo Slam off, but Bunyan's gonna drop that Aegis. Does have the Chronosphere still available. But 2 heroes dead. Bunyan's respawns, not able to get Chrono off. Actually popped the Mask of Madness, didn't want to get the Chrono off. AP tried to go onto Connor, but Connor not gonna have any of it. As Snake hooks him away. Buying Onions godlike, has 2, didn't even have to press Chrono for that. Now Voodoo Switcheroo pressed down. Choke again. Connor still trying to live. Gonna get taken down by the click, but trades out his life for Legion. It's a 4 for 3 trade there. Smoth with the Echo on the back actually managed to hold 3 of them in place, took all the pressure off of Snake, was able to play that fight however he wanted. And while Bunyan's gave up the Aegis, he didn't even have to press Chrono. I mean, I can't believe that. He came out of the Aegis, didn't even hesitate for a second, immediately pressed that Mask of Madness. Knew that he'd have the damage to overcome that fight. Has a full Daedalus complete now, about to hit level 30. Oh, sorry, level 25. And wants the high ground. Knows he has Chrono to work with. Snake ready to go as well. Hook shot forward onto Mirana. She's gonna use herself. Hook comes through. There is gonna be a Dismember catching her out of the leap. Mirana gonna be dead, 50 seconds, no buyback. There is a blink ready from Snake, able to blink away before the duel comes through. Duel actually prevented by the Lincolns, and now the Chronosphere. Hook actually kept him in the Chronosphere on AP. Snake able to just go to town, has Dismember, but silenced up. Now he's gonna be able to get it back off as soon as the stun ends. Actually not even gonna matter as Bunyan's with the bashes. Ultra kill for Faceless Void. And that might just be the game, as everyone's dead, no buyback on Georgia Tech, except for the CK. Dead for 60 seconds, has a buyback, but no chance he can do it himself. As they're going to hit into the Raxes for now, see what they decide to go for next. There is a tier 2 bottom, so Megas will be prevented here. Looks like they're going to just make their way up towards the top and try and claim the 2 Rax advantage. Nope. Gonna head in for the tier 4s after they've taken out the mid set. Glyph forced. Bunions has that backtrack talent, 20%. And gonna head top, jumps towards that top tower, wants to hit into it. Has no Chronosphere this time. No Chrono, no Aegis. Miggity Mac force forward. Hookshot forward, rather. Has the Force Staff still. The blink duel, but he blinked into the cogs. Lincoln's placed onto Mac. Make sure that he doesn't get dueled on the way out. Connor, though. Up to the trees. It's gonna be fine. Snake jumps through, throws the hook, splits the wickets. And we should see a reset here. No reason that Northeastern needs to stay. Gonna jump forward, arrow off the mark. Absolutely no reason they need to force this high ground here, but Northeastern, they want to do it anyway. They want this game over. There's no Chrono to work with. There is a BKB on Snake ready to go. Doesn't stop Legion from purging off the Dismember. Johnny Boy thinking about jumping forward, actually gonna leap out of the map, pushes her right back to where she was. But Connor, jump forward, there's no detection. CK unable to take him down. Snake instead gonna be the target, has BKB, gonna press it super late, and will get dueled up, should be taken down. 85 seconds on the deck. Murata did fall, and meanwhile, in the backlines, Connor gets the kill onto CK with the Voodoo Switcheroo, and able to TP away. Moth with the fissure just totally saved his buddy. Oh my goodness. That's so tilting. I have to say, as a carry player, you get killed by that kind of shit, and you just, the rest of the game, you're so mad. Moth, will he throw out the fissure? No, he doesn't. I mean, dying to that as CK, it's almost even understandable too. Like, look at the damage, 3.2k comes out. But it's just so infuriating, man. It's so infuriating. He's going Ags as well. He's got the Aghanim Scepter now. Oh, man. So much damage coming out of this Witch Doctor now. As long as he's allowed to channel this on the backlines. And there's only a couple of stuns he has to play around. Like, they don't want to be using Duel on him. So he's got to play around the Searing Chains. And he's got to play around the arrow basically getting thrown where he's channeling. And obviously the CK, but that one kind of goes without saying because he gets blown up in about one hit. Alright, Refresher Orb completed on Faceless. Ready to jump in, double Chrono at the ready. Snake TPing in to that outpost. Buying Onions thought about it. Actually unable to jump away right now, but not gonna matter. Stun will be thrown at him, but just gonna pop the Lincolns. Jumps away, make sure he can't get dueled off the back. They're gonna back up to the high ground. They want to press a smoke, maybe doing a bit of a fake back here. Maybe even just gonna jump the high ground. Buying Onions. They want to come in through mid, but AP is here. Kind of waiting for him to vacate the space so he can go in through mid. But Snake is just up on the high ground himself. Onions will show. Phantasm comes out. Illus are ready. They're gonna look towards Snake, it seems. Is stunned up. Lotus Orb applied. Echo Slam comes out, but not onto the real hero. It's just the Phantasm Illusions. Moth did press his BKB as well. Still 2 Chronos available. Snake now with the Dismember. Purge isn't there. Finally does come out. Back to base for the Ember. Miggity Mac getting crit down. Will finally be the first one to fall in this fight, but now AP in a lot of trouble. Duel comes out. Lincoln's was popped. Bunyan's trying to survive, will go down, 100 seconds on the deck. Look at the Death Ward damage, the bounces! Will eventually be cleaned up on the Witch Doctor, but was able to take out the CK yet again. Snake now with the hook, gonna be off the mark, had Dismember, but now left completely alone here. Moth on the back is getting chased around. Here's the Dismember, there's finally the Purge comes out. Snake trying to 1v3 here. Choke, dealing a lot of damage, and it's gonna be too much. Snake will go down. In the meantime, Moth was brought down by Johnny Boy. It's gonna be a full team wipe for Georgia Tech, taking down all of Northeastern just at the price of their CK. And you see a lot of damage being dealt, but just unable to take him down. And really, I mean, the big thing was that Duel came out onto Faceless Foot. Able to get through the Lincolns, neither Chrono comes out that fight. Even still, though, it feels like such like an insurmountable road for Georgia Tech to try and come back here. Because that fight, even though it was 4-for-1, had multiple trips to Fountain for Ember Spirit, who was purged out of Dismembers. CK just wasn't able to put in the damage. We saw him kind of kited around the fight for a while, eventually taking down the supports, but it takes a lot, and that was with neither Chrono coming out. This is a nice pick, though. Miggity Mac will be found in the bot lane. Cart tips his buddy. No BM tips here, only nice guy tips. Connor going for Blink Dagger next as well. Yeah, choke 272 dual damage. Holy. Chrono used in the top lane, Ember goes down solo to buying onions. And Broshan has respawned. Aegis and Shard at the ready. 40 minutes in, we do see a 10k net worth lead. It looks like this row should be pretty free. No Ember Spirit available to contest. Mirana once again sat up on this cliff, but the CKLU is going to scout it out, but should be only scouting it out as Roche quite a bit low. Snake will get hit by the arrow. Gonna jump in, try and duel, but Bunyan's already has that Aegis. Snake jumps forward, hits the hook onto AP. Pops his own BKB to dodge that stun. I had to click on him to check if he'd actually thrown out the Chaos Bolt because they were so close. There you go, some BKB cooldowns traded, but no kills coming out of that Roche fight, and Buying Onions now has the Aegis. So, what happened in that last high ground fight shouldn't happen again. Even if Buying Onions gets caught, gets dueled, he will be able to press that refresher, he will be able to get a Chronosphere off. And Snake wants to just run straight up to the base. Radiant Northeastern are actually super split here, and here comes the duel onto Pudge. The whole team is here, and they will take him down inside of the duel. Snake brought down, will be dead for 90 seconds. So a little bit of life being breathed back into Georgia Tech here. Just need to make sure they don't overdo it coming out of the base now, because there will be 2 Chronospheres up in about 30 seconds time. We do see a 5-man smoke headed straight for the Northeastern squad. 10 seconds for that first Chronosphere. Lincoln's gonna be popped, and AP tosses the stun, but Connor was able to get out with that Glimmer Cape. Duel ready in 10 as well, but that first Chrono, it's up! Choke didn't have the duel, so the Voodoo Switcheroo gonna save Connor for the time being. Will eventually go down. Buying Onions. Chronosphere available. Trying to just bash into Legion. Duel comes out onto Miggity Mac. Now on the back, Moth. BKB'd up, trying to wait to get his spells off till the BKB's end. That Aghanims, he's gonna jump forward into the cogs. There's the first Chrono. It's on to 3. Yule's up from the outside. Johnny Boy was able to get it off. Buying Onions has the refresher, not gonna pop it. Moth actually was cleaned up. The Echo Slam not able to do enough. Buying Onions jump to the south in the trees. There's no vision on him. They know exactly where he is. He's trying to jump around. Sleight of Fist, gonna catch him. They see where he is. There's no way in. Finally, Remnant gonna come out. Buying Onions, he gets away, but the Chaos Bolt was through. TP canceled. Bunyan still has Aegis. Silenced up. Aegis gonna pop. Has a jump away. Gonna get it off, he's in the trees, AP blinks forward, not quite gonna see him, now he sees him, tries to get the stun off, gonna pop the Lincolns, Bunions into the trees again, right click followed him, they know where he is, Bunions, trying to juke his way in the trees, has a time walk up. They saw him, Johnny Boy, jumped again into the trees, choke, blink dagger on cooldown, arrow comes through, they still see him, there's the blink forward from AP, finally gonna find him, silence, not enough time, Bunyan's buying all the time in the world in these trees here, 2 seconds, 1 second till the jump, gonna jump backwards towards the corner in the bottom, caught up by the Spirit Festival all the way into the corner, he has no TP scroll, arrow comes through, it does give vision I believe, but Bunyan's finally able to get away, and they're gonna say screw this. The rest of Northeastern's respawned already. Bunyan's gonna live. OMG in the chat. The rest of the team is here, and Georgia Tech forced to back away in shame. Oh my goodness, Bunions. I don't know how the hell that happened. But he gets out with his life. Keck insanity. The players can't believe it either. But Georgia Tech really, I mean, showing signs of life in these fights. Bunions, he's had this refresher. He hasn't actually pressed it one time in this game. He had the first Chrono off onto 3 immediately because he doesn't have a BKB. Got Yulesed up inside of it. Wasn't able to get the damage off. Decided against refresher Chrono. He might not have had the mana now that I think about it. His mana pool is dangerously close to being able to press these double Chronos in a fight. So I was surprised that he didn't press it, but thinking about it, if he'd cast a couple waves of spells and wasn't full, he actually wouldn't be able to afford it, because it's 950 mana of his 1083 that he needs to be able to press double chrono. BKB forward, Snake again sitting just outside the high ground. Gonna get caught by all the Phantasm illusions, and the team not gonna be able to save him. They're trying with the Glimmer. BKB comes out late, Snake dead for 90 seconds. On the front, Bunions is gonna get dueled up. Lincoln's once again popped, and he is gonna get taken down by Legion. 100 seconds on the deck. He does have a buyback. Moth trying to jump away now. Voodoo Switcheroo on the front. Not going to be enough damage to take anyone down. Connor will go down as well. And it's a 3-for-0 trade again. Started off by Snake just sitting himself outside the front of the base. Arrow is going to see Moth. Second Starstorm gets its damage in, but Moth going to be able to jump away. Has a blink as well as the Ags. He'll be just fine. Remnant's coming through. They are looking for him. Slight. Not gonna throw it out. They've been haunted by those trees once, they didn't want to be haunted again. But things starting to look a little dire for Northeastern. I mean, we see mid even, they're just headed straight up the high ground. Want to force out some of these buybacks. AP, able to just walk it up. We'll have Phantasm again, he actually jumps forward onto Moth. Moth stunned up, there is going to be a duel, Lotus duel. 454 damage for Moth. For Moth, sorry, for Legion. There's a glyph. Void has buyback, does have double chrono, will be forced to use it. Shaker as well. They got the buybacks they wanted, now the retreat's on. Georgia Tech trying to get out. Fissure will catch just the Mirana, but the Purge as well. And those 2 buybacks gonna be for naught. They will stop the tier 4s from falling. And they still hold a Rax advantage on Northeastern, as Georgia Tech did make the call to go straight for those tier 4s, make sure they got buybacks. 47 minutes in, and we're now at a dead even net worth game. The win probability has gone down from 96%. We're now in the single digit difference in the win probability. And Northeastern have to be sweating bullets now. Buying Onions, once the scariest hero on the map, now struggling to kill people inside of his chrono. They don't even have damage they can pump in from the outside. Moth has these Echo Slams, but again, this is damage that falls off as you go later and later. CK is just getting bigger, more HP on the illusions, and if you're not finding these huge 3-4 man Echo Slams, you might not be offering enough control, and Snake doing what he can, but he's getting caught outside in pretty poor positioning. Snake, he's got 4k HP. He shouldn't be easy to take down, but he's putting himself in these spots where his team can't even get to him when he's gone, and he's acting the bait when there's no team around to support him. And he's getting left like a worm on a hook. Snake, this time gonna find Johnny Boy. Dismember is there, and Mirana, that'll be the pickoff they need. 90 seconds on the deck. Does have a buyback here. But Northeastern recognize that as just a support kill, and gonna be content with some map control here. DD does spawn top. Roshan can spawn in 30 seconds, and they should be content to just wait out with it. You see the buybacks here. No one has buyback on Radiant outside of Clockwork. Meanwhile, the entire Dire squad, Georgia Tech, all holding that buyback. I say that as Legion buys out for a basher. Snake thinking about jumping forward. They do find the real CK, but the Purge there immediately. There's a Chronos Field available. Bunnies with the double damage is going to jump forward. Hits into the Legion, but look how little damage he's doing. The Wraith Pact as well, preventing some of that damage. He's caught by the arrow. He pops the refresher, unable to get the second chrono because he's arrowed. They're going to leave him alone. They're going to focus towards Snake. Bunnies with the backline. The second chrono onto 3. He's going to catch the Ember. He's trying to deal as much damage as he can. It's not enough. He gets pushed by the cogs, but able to run them out to base. Meanwhile, CK on the front dies to the Witch Doctor. Bunyan's inside the base, trying to do as much damage as he can. The buyback going to force him away. Miggity Mac trying to zone, making sure that everything goes smoothly. It's now a 4 versus 5 as Northeastern trying to siege the base. But with that CK buyback, Snake at just 800 HP, has to be careful with his own life here, can very easily die. Moth, gonna get pulled back, BKB ready, still has that Echo Slam, gonna be changed. Miggity Mac with the cogs, Moth just trying to hit into the Rex. Blinks away, disjoints the stun, Northeastern gonna back away. Roshan could have respawned by now, they have no info on the pit, looks like they're headed that way. Gonna take the outpost while they have advantage. Bunions is gonna TP back top. They're gonna try and reset the waves. They claimed a range Rex in the meantime, as well as the buyback from Chaos Knight. but we really are seeing the struggles. Faceless Void, 2 Chronos, and just not able to pump out enough damage by himself. And there's no more damage coming in. The only damage they can actually get in the Chronos from the outside is the Witch Doctor ultimate being channeled outside of the Chronosphere. Meanwhile, I didn't pull up the fight recap. I kind of wish I had now, because I want to see how much damage Witch Doctor did. He was able to take down the Chaos Knight in the backline. So that's what forced that buyback. Back up to a 10k lead for Northeastern. And now we have no buyback on either carry here. Ember Spirit and Legion Commander, the only, and Pudge actually, are the cores with the buyback, but neither position one has. You see level 25, 26 was acquired for the Pudge. We see base defense here. Miggity Mac tried to hook, but a nice blink from Legion. Able to get him away. Look at this, Boots of Bearing on Mirana. The hook, gonna find Mirana. The Purge is available into the Yules. Another leap away, Johnny Boy. Gets up to the high ground. Snake, thinks about going forward, gonna think better of it. They're gonna just back and hit the rack. Snake, caught by a long distance arrow. AP thinking about pulling him in, but there's the Chrono. Solo Chrono onto the Legion, but just not enough damage. Buying Onion's gonna be unable to get it through. Moth on the backlines though, what an Echo Slam, finds the supports. Actually, both supports gonna be able to get away. Moonlight Shadow gonna make sure they get back to the base. No one dying just yet in this fight. There's the Phantasm on the front. Faceless Void, Buying Onions is cleaned up in the meantime. Snake now trying to do as much as he can. Yule's up, but still rotting through the team. Chaos Knight taking a lot of damage, is gonna go down. Legion as well now, trying to pump in towards Pudge, not gonna be enough. Snake now trying to man mode his way towards the fountain. Buyback from Choke. Choke coming through. Doesn't have that duel. Now dismembered. Snake trying to heal through all this damage, back up to 2000 HP. He's getting crit down now and will be cleaned up. The buyback from Choke turns around the fight as Snake unable to man up inside of that dire base. Georgia Tech hold. They don't even lose a Rax for that, as Roshan has now respawned. Both carries going to be sidelined for this fight, but this late in the game, very possible to take Roche with just your supporting cast. $10k damage done by Snake. I mean, that's just insanity, really. And yes, here we go. Georgia Tech into the pit. Aghanim's Blessing is available from the Roshan. Moth thinking about it. He's got Echo Slam up in 12, and Georgia Tech not going to take the Roche before this comes off cooldown. Connor as well standing around. Will be able to channel that Death Ward right in range. He actually jumps in super early. Gets dueled up, and there's the Echo Slam, but it's not enough to take anyone down. Moth gonna be stunned up as well in the pit. They just didn't expect it to take so long on that Roche. They jump in straight away with their Witch Doctor and just gets dueled and taken down. Ags picked up in the backpack of Legion. I'm sure he'll give that over to someone else. I'll be very surprised if she puts this in herself. This is ridiculous. She does actually eat it. I think there's better Ags to be had, maybe in the CK. Actually, just in the CK, so. I don't know, some craziness. Triple arrows now from Mirana as the support's starting to hit 25. 54 minutes into the game, and all of a sudden, the win probability going crazy. Faceless is alive once again. Still just feels like he's lacking damage in these fights, though. Jump forward, Legion. Able to get the duel off onto Miggity Mac. Miggity Mac will be the sacrifice as mid-rack's in jeopardy now. Melee is going to go down for sure. Mac did buy back for this. They're going to try and hold it on Witch Doctor as Moth, dead for 50 seconds, has just gotten his buyback back now. Snake was looking for the hook, got a creep. And in towards the tier 4s they come. There is a glyph available for Radiant, but Snake's BKB already comes out. Gets the Dismember onto Legion. Chronosphere on the top. Hand of God comes through. Wraith Pact as well, causing trouble here. Moth with the buyback. Stun up onto 2. These are the big kills. Chaos Knight down for 100 seconds. No buy. Legion does expend that Aegis as well. BKB ready, but now Bunyan's dismembered up. And they will take down the kill. That's 2 big kills, both of them no buyback. Legion dead for 125. That was his dieback. CK will be back in 90. And the victory march down mid for Northeastern now. Northeastern gonna try and just win the game here. This fight, if this fight doesn't end the game definitively, we might see these 60-minute items come through. The cores on Northeastern, aside from Moth, do have buyback now. And there's buyback on Ember, so Ember gonna have to throw his life here to make sure that the throne does not die. But Bunyan's gonna go straight for these tier 4s, has a BKB ready. Snake jumps forward onto the back. There's no purge for the Dismember. Mac, hookshot on the back, Chrono onto 2. Ember taking damage, but not going to be enough to kill him off. He's going to switch targets over to Chen. Chen will fall. Buys back immediately. Murana went down as well. That was her dieback. 125 seconds on the deck. Just Ember and Chen to defend against everyone. Echo Slam dodged off, but Ancient exposed. Dismember through. GG is called as Northeastern, in a thriller, are going to take this game number 2. And with it, take the series. First series of the CSL League. Going to go Northeastern 2-0 over Georgia Tech B team. But what a thriller, honestly. I mean, these games were a mess. They were a lot of fun. This game in particular was super close. I mean, some just actual insanity in this game as well. Oof. Crazy. I mean, the graph will tell you all you need to. We'll hop over into the Northeastern chat now. See their thoughts.
I always.
Okay.
Never,
Jesus Christ.
never went below 50% win probability.
Yeah.
Easy game.
We did
Yeah,
have a
never
20K
went below
lead, which we had
50%.
which we had lost all of 10 minutes later.
Yep. Snake, how did you die like 3 times on the dire ramp?
Yeah, be quiet. Be
Like-
quiet. I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
I see Bunyan's in like Radiant Jungle and then Snake die on
I
dire
got a
base.
haze, and I just assumed the whole team was behind me.
I drew a line. I drew the line, man.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
blind.
What a fucking game though.
Okay, you put in the.
I mean,
In the middle of our
I
series,
can put it in, yeah.
in the middle of our series, Coolio died, so it really wasn't worth it.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, like 10 minutes ago. I
No
just got a
way.
notification on my phone.
Oh no.
Hang on, I gotta
No
save
way.
the screenshots.
That sucks.
Wait, Coolio did die. What the fuck?
Oh no, now I have to watch the Roche play on the fucking stream. No.
Fuck you, fuck you, man, fuck you. Dude, I
Oh my
got bashed! I
Can
got
we clip that?
bashed!
Can we clip that?
Why
Clip
would you-
that?
I got
Into the
bashed!
pit.
I got bashed! Come on, you said blink into the pit. I went in there with you.
And use ult on it. That is what
Come
I
on,
said.
man. Cut me some slack. Cut me some slack.
Don't twist my words here. I have
What do you mean? You don't think I blinked in there because you said not to? Obviously, I heard something different.
Oh,
You
shit.
blinking in actually like confused me so much. I just blinked in straight after you and
No,
insta died. There's
Mom,
no
I liked,
buyback.
I liked what you said. You got stunned by Bunyan telling you to take an item out of your inventory. Oh, should I have to make room? Stunned for 2.5 seconds.
It's actually true. If you go back and watch the replay, you'll see me standing there looking at my inventory, trying to figure out what is like the best item I can take out. And then it doesn't matter because I just die anyway.
Unlock.
Have they...
How did that LC get that much dual damage?
Was
There
quite
were a couple
possibly-
of Lotus duels with her 25 talent.
Oh, yeah, that was my bad.
530.
She doesn't
Wait,
have
no, that's
the
not her.
dual
Yeah,
damage
that's not her.
anymore.
There were, I
with
could
her 10
count.
talent,
Oh.
I mean.
And health.
I'm an idiot and just...
Slightly different than
Honestly,
level.
500 dual damage is even more impressive after the talent changes, I swear.
Bro, they literally countered me. He was just Wing anyone that I dismembered. It's fucked up.
I didn't realize that this was game 1, game 2. I thought it was just week 1. So I submitted both games as game 1. It's okay. CSL admins will
I'm
not
sure
care.
they can figure that out. The genius is
We
on
won game 1 2-0 and we won game 1 1-0.
Wow.
Honestly, I'm gonna say it. That was probably the cleanest stuff I ever played in a CSL match, meaning that the Mumbleoids did in fact teach me one or two things. So.
Okay, hang on.
That's probably the least clean I've ever played in a CSL match.
Yep. Bunions, so what was that nonsense bottom?
Huh?
What was that nonsense in the trees, bottom?
Oh my god.
I literally.
They were
don't even
so
know,
heated
man.
about that.
I actually, like, shoutcasted the whole fucking thing.
Like, you know how you can tell there's a point where people are mauling, like you can see the switch in their heads? There were two in that
You mean
game.
the only time all series that there was all
No.
chat?
No. We talked about that in chat. I think me hookshotting the Mirana the second she teleported in, and then her getting hooked, was like mauled point number 1, and then the tree shit happened.
Both point number 1.
Fuck, okay. Alright, Moff, anything you want to say to your coworkers still watching?
No, I doubt they're still watching.
Despair.
Dead stream.
I'm turning off the stream now. Because Moff has no
Not
closing
over.
thoughts.
I thought it was already off.
No,
I
this
need to
was
go
the
to
winner's
bed.
interview.
I went to bed.